Good evening, mortals and monsters, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Fables of Alaemyr. I'm your occasionally humble dungeon master, Jay Stiver, leading our intrepid adventurers on this epic journey. Allow me to introduce our band of heroes. First off, we have Nathaniel as the gallant and troubled Sir Alan Starr. Ian is embodying... Hello. I pause there before I say Ian's name. Pause. Beat.
Hello.
There we go. And also, we have Ian embodying the timeless Warforged with more to say than words to say them.
Voice line.
Perk.
Perfect.
Pause. 2, 3. Excellent. Next, we have Peercy channeling the musical, hopeful, albeit incredibly... where was? Talon. Heartland. Hararin.
Hello.
And finally, we have Allie portraying the enigmatic and commanding Lady Vesper de Lathe.
That's me.
Yes, it is.
That's me.
Hello, you. So as we delve deeper into the world of Alaemyr, I'd like to remind all of our watchers and listeners that they can dig even deeper to the delve. That is a statement that I said, and I'm going to be using. If you're eager to learn about the history of the Black Doves and what we've done before, please scan the website by checking the QR code right under my avatar. If you want to keep up with our escapades and catch sneak peeks of what we're doing, future episodes, you can follow us on our socials, all, on a QR on my avatar. And if you guys would like to interact with us directly, we invite you to join our Discord server. And yep, you guessed it. It's still the avatar. It'll come around. They're flashing through. It's cool as heck. And you can find the QR code right there.
Also go to fablesofalaemyr.com.
Yeah, that's a great place. All the links are right below us. But if you feel like doing a phones thing and scanning it, they're all on there. So that's also super good. With that said, let's set the stage for tonight's adventure, shall we? So, last time we left our heroes, they were in a bit of a tense situation. They had just confronted one of the kidnappers, who shall now and forever remain nameless, as Talon decided that the party decided their best course of action was going to be to attempt to charm and then convince this person to reveal the location of not only the kidnapped children that are at this ruined temple. I swear I'm saying this all in the right order. But were the ones that were currently somewhere else. After a series of magical spells and rolls and things did not go quite the way it could, Talon was then in turn charmed and dominated. And through some very clever use of malicious compliance, was able to forego revealing his allies. But right before the kidnapper did some pretty gnarly stuff, which we never found out exactly what was going to happen, so I will not reveal it in the recap. Your friends came and was able to... Combat ensued. It was bloody, it was brutal, but in the end, the kidnapper was vanquished and defeated. 3 kids were rescued, so the 4 of you and Leyrin are all taking a well-deserved night's rest in these ruins, just a few days travel outside of Rosebark, with the knowledge that the remaining 3 children are being sequestered through a series of caves that are maybe another day and a half away through the mountains. We'll be beginning our adventure here. The next morning, y'all have had a long rest, getting yourselves a night's rest, regaining hit points and maybe a little sanity, as well as all your abilities. We'll start here this morning.
Feel like we don't need a lot of the hemming and hawing, Wake up, breakfast, pack your bags, get a marching. We know the direction that they went in, right?
You do.
So it says a few words and inspires the party.
Love it. That's 10... No, how many is that? 14 hit points these days?
14 temporary hit points.
Yeah, everyone gets your 14 on. You know that the place where the... you were attacked by those avian I believe they are flying fuckheads, I believe is the technical term for those guys, where you were attacked. You know that the other group of kidnappers broke off there and headed directly... Well, no, not directly, but northwest towards the mountain range. from there, should be able to find your way towards, hopefully, to where the kids are. I know Talon was able to do some scrying beforehand, and so you have a pretty good idea of which direction you're going to and how to head back there. And that's where we'll pick you up. All right, so we can definitely start it. We will hop over, pull up my map. Yeah, go ahead.
I think we were discussing logistics still because we're sending Leyland back with one dire wolf and the cart to pull the kids. That Burke had ripped apart so it was less cagey.
It's now a wagon.
Yeah. And that leaves us with 2 wolves and Shadow, which should be able to carry us okay?
Yeah, I'd say the lighter two among you probably be on a direwolf and be okay, or probably the lighter two among you to be on Shadow, or with just...
I can't remember the size of the direwolves.
Direwolves are large.
They're
so
dire
They're like the
sized.
size of horses, yeah.
They're big.
Yeah.
I would assume, Nathaniel, your celestial mount, being as that it is, extra mortal, would probably have an easier time carrying multiple people than the direwolves would.
Still what I was thinking.
Yeah. So I think you can...
it's just where Vesper's gonna go.
Probably.
She's...
We gotta get Vesper in full plate, so she weighs the same as everybody else.
I don't want full plate. No way. Vesper weighs 125 pounds, naked. So, and she's got, let me see, 2, 6. She's got about 20 pounds of gear, including her armor. So, 250 pounds thereabouts.
Oh, wow.
Give or take a little.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Well, my armor weighs 13 pounds by itself, and then I've got 2 swords, a longbow, it adds up.
All good. No, not super worried about it. I feel like we can do more fun things than do accounting on everybody's weight to make sure the horses can carry it. So we're just gonna say.
I don't know. Sometimes people be like, "No, do the math," and other times people be like, "Eh." So I was like, "Let's put it out there." Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good today. We can do math later. So Vespers, I'm assuming I'm gonna hop on Shadow.
If Sir Star and Shadow are okay with that, then I will hop up behind.
Yep. Sir Star throws a hand down just to help her swing up.
Yep.
Okay. So Leyland will begin heading. You guys take a similar direction, at least to start, as you were going to be kind of try to hug closer to the mountains, where Leyland's probably going to head a little bit more east to get probably to the main road to get back to Rosebark, which will be fastest to get to the road. So you travel for a little while together, and probably after about an hour, you guys separate as he, waves you all. Please be careful.
You too.
I wish I was stronger to make a difference.
Get these kids back safe, and you will.
He looks up at you sadly. I will do it. And waves and heads back to the main road. And you guys are on your own. You have a decent idea of where in the mountains this cave system probably is located, but not an exact one.
When we get closer, I will commune with nature and find exactly where we should be going.
That is a dope and broken spell, and I love it.
It's pretty limited, actually. But
really
it's
is.
really good for this specific purpose,
Right.
which is what we're using it for.
We know exactly where we need to go. Beautiful. Lovely. Great. Powerful. Great. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So, takes you
Trying to
about...
take a quick pace, if possible.
Yeah. All good.
So,
You guys, if you run your animals a little bit hard, you should be able to get to the entrance near enough to be able to fire your spell to where you think you're within, I believe, 3 miles is the target point. So we'll call you getting back to the ambush point where you were at a few days, actually only yesterday. And maybe get there in about 4 hours. Call it about high sun. and then you can head towards the mountains and hit your spell from there. So we'll call it around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. is when
Does
you're
that
able
mean
to
we're
do that.
backtracking?
Yes,
Why would we backtrack?
because the mountain range is quite large. If you were going to say exactly when they split off to head to the mountains, that'd probably be the easiest way to do so. If you have a better way to know exactly where they are. They broke off from you as you guys headed south. They went directly west into the mountains. So you passed them. I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear. When the kidnappers split up was when you were ambushed.
Yeah, we know that they split off there, and I assume, based on the geography that you've explained, because we're kind of by the foot of some mountains, there just isn't really a diagonal path that we can take to like a cave entrance, because we don't know where one might be.
Exactly.
Okay, so we think our best chance is to retrace our steps to that clearing where we got attacked, and then take the same path that they took, but hopefully moving faster than them, basically.
Yeah. And
Okay.
heading straight to the mountains where they broke off, will give you a good idea that you should be the most likely for your spell to hit a 3-mile radius. Or 3-mile diameter of the circle of where you need to be. No, 3-mile radius. I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's how science works.
So do we have any inkling, like, where that spot might be? Because, like, we split off, and then we presumably go... What would that be, north for a while?
You split off, and you probably go... I'd say probably west by northwest. The mountain range is kind of a west by northwest kind of mountain range that you would want to just get as close as you can to that, because you assume that's where mountain range is. On the other side of that range is, Naladovi and the lands that are controlled by Nocturna.
Right, so we're... I guess I'm just... I don't know when the best time to cast that spell would be. Because does it make sense to do it right when we split off, or should we wait?
I think when we get to the foot of the mountains.
To the foot of the mountains, yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking too. Because there's probably not any caves on like a hillside, and if there isn't in the foot of the mountains, then it's probably safer to backtrack than it is to push through the mountain range. That doesn't make any sense.
Also, if it's up in the mountains, it's a radius, so
Right, so
and
it'll
it's
go
very,
up. Yeah.
it's a very good distance. I think
A
that'd be the best
dome.
place. Once, as well as when we get into the cave, I can do it again.
Excellent.
It'll
Okay,
be limited,
great.
but much more precise.
You're the only one that can find them, so we'll do the getting them once we find them.
Great.
Perfect. So you take a few hours, backtrack, then you take a beeline, or a direct line, or maybe an A line, directly for the mountain range. Once you get there, at the foot of the mountains, you're able to cast your spell, which gives you
Instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of my choice about any of the following subjects, and I'll just
Correct.
tell you. So, we are at the foot of the mountains.
yes.
It's roughly what time of day?
It's roughly around 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, so just past midday.
Yes.
Got it. And I would like to know prevalent peoples, as in like
Humanoids.
humans. You're right, exactly. Powerful undead,
Okay.
and terrain and bodies of water. So that should give me where cave mouths are, where people are,
Sure.
and if there are undead around.
Okay, perfect. I'll start with some good news first. You do not detect the presence of any undead.
That's good.
Okay. Next, terrains and bodies of water. To put a name to something, you are at the Fairynn Mountains. That is the mountain range that you are currently right up at, and approximately a half-mile's journey, a little bit deeper into more. The mountain range, of course, doesn't start immediately like with giant, jagged peaks, but as it gets to be a bit more hilly and rocky, you do sense or are magically given basically a map into an entrance to a pretty large cave system. It's about a half mile into into the mountains, as well as people. You said you want people and animals?
Just people.
Okay,
I only
people.
get either. Yeah, it's or, not and, so
Sure,
just people.
sure. Perfect. You do not sense any people within 3 miles.
So then that cave is not the cave we need to go into.
Well, it could be. It could be that it's just further than 3 miles away
I think-
because it's been a day.
Why don't
Are
we check
children
the
people?
cave entrance for signs of recent passage? And if we find some, then great, we know we're in the right place. If not, we can reassess on what to do from there.
My thoughts exactly.
Is it the only cave within 3 miles?
For simplicity of game purposes, yes, there are a bunch of smaller caves, but the ones that you can kind of sense that are not going to be like large and vast networks that you cannot sense the end of this cave system versus other ones that are much smaller, like caves and maybe some animals that are resting or places that people have, or animals have found dens. This is a pretty large and vast cave system.
I don't know. It's the only one that seems like anyone would go into.
Only a half mile. We can cover that in 20 minutes.
It's worth a check.
We can cover that in less than 20 minutes,
Definitely.
including the time we need to search it. It'll take 20 minutes.
Yeah, sounds reasonable. Perfect. So,
To the cave.
before you head to the cave entrance, whoever would like to, please give me an investigation check, please.
Okay.
Not I.
That is an 18.
Okay. As you arrive at the entrance to the cave, giving yourself a bit looking around, you do notice a few signs of recent passage. You find a toothpick, actually, on the ground. It looks like it's been chewed recently, as well as several small sets of footprints that head into this cave. Based on you looking around, the toothpick, while chewed, looks a little bit damp, which is not super telling in the fact that it's been raining like crazy. But it appears that these are not terribly old tracks.
Excellent work, Talon. You've chosen the right cave.
That's good to know. Thanks.
Of course. Now we need to keep moving. Let's hope we can catch them.
Does it
They may
look
not
like
be as
the...
far as we think.
Oh, yeah. Does it look like the dogs and Shadow will fit in the cave okay? Or does it get kind of tight
The
as it goes on?
entrance is somewhat narrow. You'll probably be able to squeeze them in. From what you can see, it seems to widen out, but you are uncertain as it gets. Actually, Talon will be much more certain. There are going to be areas of the cave that your furry friends will have some difficulty getting through. It's not impossible, but it's not the easiest thing.
We can only take them so far, and then it will be possible but very difficult for them to get through. But it might be worthwhile to take them as far as we can, and then go on foot from there.
I agree.
Yeah, seems
Shadow will
reasonable.
stay with me as long as he can.
Yeah. And that way, if we need to make a quick backtrack, we always can.
Mm-hmm.
Put some kids on dogs and send them off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Into the cave.
Could I get a marching order from you guys, please?
There are stars in front.
Okay.
In the middle?
Yeah, I was like, Burke, do you want last or second to last?
Last.
Okay. It'll be... Talon, why don't you go after me? Just because you'll get a little more cover that way.
Sure. I also plan to disappear when we get there, if
Yeah.
we find them.
Make sense?
Vesper can't see.
Yes, we cannot see. We risk making light at least until we feel like we're getting close. And then we can always snuff it at that point.
You can also scout ahead of the light.
Actually, yeah. Sir Star and I can do that.
Yeah, if you two want to go a little bit ahead of us, maybe 20 feet should be enough, 25.
Sounds good.
All right. And I'm going to light a torch.
Great. Okay. You guys have sufficient light, and you head into the cave. Dark, damp. The torrential rainstorm from yesterday seems to be trickling its way into the cave itself from some fissures overhead. So it's even more damp than otherwise would be. You travel for... Actually, Nathaniel, give me some more... Have Star Star give me another... Give me a survival check, please.
Okay. He would also be moving pretty quietly up front.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll then, please, as well.
Okay. Now it's a 27 for stealth.
I
Nat
love
20.
that. Sorry, you said natural 20?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Very nice.
It is, but like, it wasn't where I wanted it to be, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm happy to have it anyway.
I mean, it's really
Let's
rough
not
when
get
your
lost.
natural 20 doesn't get over 30. You know, it's just like, what's even the point, really?
I know, what am I even doing here?
I don't know, man. Maybe you should just put more levels in Rogue and forget this whole Paladin thing. Just like, you know, your god's great and all, but like, let's just, you know, let's get some real work done, right?
We gotta kill Willard first.
Yeah, you might need his protection at least till
Star
that.
picked this up for a specific reason.
That's true. All right. So once we get rid of Willard, maybe we can look about doing some blasphemy and forsaking your god and whatnot. All that fun stuff.
As
right.
we're moving just ahead out of the light, I'd like to cast Sending.
Okay.
That was a 25 for investigation.
Ooh, love it. Thank you.
Astrid, it's Talon. We've entered the cave. Tell no one.
I'm just waiting. Is that the end they're sending? Or do you have more?
I think. That's not very many words, right? Yeah.
No, I think it's like 10 words or something.
Yeah, nine.
I was guessing.
It's all good. You're really close. I had to count. Let's see. How
Okay.
many
If you want to...
guard
Go ahead.
you? How deep are you in the cave? That's 20.
Okay. You hear kind of a quiet voice, teeth chattering. That man left on rock surrounded by water. It's cold. Come get us. You said how deep into the cave?
Yeah.
Not sure. Went in different directions. I'm lost.
I think they're here. Astrid said that they were left on a rock by running water. The bad men left them there, but they're all together there. But they went in different directions. She's lost, as in this cave winds a lot.
Okay.
That's a trap.
Of course it is.
What are we going to do? Not go get him? We'll figure it out. First, we
Okay.
just got to get there.
All right, and are any of the rest of you stealthing as well, or just your leader? And you guys are being a little bit louder as you follow behind.
Oh, I will.
Okay. Can I get stealth rolls from anybody who's attempting to walk stealthily?
I mean, be
22.
quiet. But, we've got a light source, so
Sure, I got you.
at least the two of us do. It's a dirty 20 from me.
Oh, very nice. Burke, you want to ruin this for everyone?
I got 3.
Well, just ruin it for him and I. It's okay.
It's just good. It's 27, 22, 23. Thank you, Burke.
Dex-based character.
I'm
Half
just
Dex-based character. Barbarian.
Barbarian. I just feel like Burke's working on his drum solo. That's all I believe. Excellent. So Star, you are tracking through the cave, as quiet as a whisper, and you're, with your incredible keen eyes, you're actually able to get a good sense of footprints that are able to follow. Footprints are incorrect. Signs of passage, whether they are a scuffed rock, whether they are some hairs that seem to be out of place, whether they are another toothpick that you see as you're following. They're not obvious, but you're able to pick up any and all signs, and you're able to take you deeper inside this cave system. And it is, as Talon supposed, pretty vast and pretty winding. It takes you about an hour and a half, and then you open yourselves into a pretty large chamber, which, if you guys want to hop into the map right now, we can hop right over here.
Sure.
No. Perfect. So I put up hey, there he is.
Okay.
You enter a room with some dim illumination. Appears to be some cracks that go all the way up into the night sky, so that while it's not bright, you can see. You have this place to explore.
All right.
Okay.
This is the time to cast Commune with Nature again, I think.
Okay.
Well. Yeah.
Great.
Feels-
Nature
it
sounds
feels
like a
right.
great spell to cast. Yeah, hell yeah.
In here,
Okay.
the radius is limited to 300 feet.
Okay. All good.
But since I didn't get undead before, prevalent peoples, so humanoids,
Okay.
terrain and bodies of water, because we know that we're looking for water now,
Yes, you do.
and I'm still gonna go for powerful undead.
Perfect. Yeah, great. More good news. No undead,
All right.
which is awesome. Which makes the thing, which is really, really nice when you see all these corpses on, that are on this map. It makes you way less concerned. Body of water. There is a underground river that is at the far end of the range of your perception of the spell. Towards, if we're looking at the map as if it is the cardinal directions, call it the northwest.
Okay.
You said bodies of water.
So just terrain,
no
period.
people.
So I understand the terrain of the cave.
Yeah.
Within 300
okay,
feet.
Great. What you also notice is that as you get into this cave structure specifically, there are 2 barriers to moving towards the west, one to the southwest, one to the northwest, that you are able to sense through the use of your spell. And beyond the barrier to the northwest, there is a very thin, both in width and depth, bridge over a chasm that extends beyond this next this door. At the end of that, call it bridge, you sense a flowing river that extends deeper into the ground, into the earth.
People.
Any humanoids besides us also?
Not yet, no.
Okay. No one dead. No one alive within 300 feet. And the cave, we will move forward, turn to our right. There's a big chasm to the east of us. We don't need to go that way. We need to go to the west and north, where a body of water, a river. It would make sense that we follow that or get to that, and we can get closer to them.
Okay, let's go forward and to the right.
And on we move.
Perception checks, y'all.
Do me and Berkey Pie have disadvantage?
Yeah.
Because we can only see within about 40 feet.
Yeah. I'll let you guys make more of them as you move throughout this cavern system, but those of you who have low light, has dark vision, way better.
Well, I
17.
don't know what to do with this. I rolled 2 1s on 2 dice.
I think it's great that you are getting those out early, and congratulations.
Yes.
The incredibly rare D20 Snake Eyes is a feat not often repeated. Well done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's great. That's great. Flip your coin over, except you don't have a coin, so good luck.
Why you gotta taunt me about it then?
I mean, I don't know, man. I gotta poke the bear somehow, right? Okay, so you have 1 plus. Yeah, you just got a 1. Burke, what do you got for me?
9 total.
9 total.
I mean, mine is a 7 total for what it's worth.
That's not too. Oh, it's not too bad. So we got 7. We got 9. Talon, you said you had 15.
Yep.
Thank you. And Nathaniel.
17.
Thank you. 17. As you're moving through this cave system, I'll give you guys all a little bit. What Burke and Vesper are having a really rough time just seeing much beyond the ring of their torchlight. Talon, as you look up to your left just a bit, there is a corpse of a humanoid in plate armor. His helmet discarded a bit a ways away. His face puckered and a bit greenish. More like sickly green, not like actual coloring of green, like a different race. As well as a bit of foam or something at the edge of his mouth. Nathaniel, what Sir Star sees is near that corpse there is a lever, or lever, if we're going to be super British about it, that is on the wall next to the corpse.
The corpse is still.
The corpse is still, yes. You're welcome to move up to if you want to inspect it. It's the first token on your left.
Yeah, he creeps forward.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Pretty much just going to keep moving.
Sure.
Does the thing look like it's like chained there, suspended, you said, maybe?
What, the corpse?
The corpse.
Nope, it's on the ground. Just on the floor.
Do I see something the lever might do?
Do you want to
Like, is
give
it connected
me,
to something?
as far
looking
as you
at
can
it?
tell, why
Investigation?
don't you give me an investigation roll, please?
That is a 21.
Hell yeah. As you kind of inspect this device, this lever, there is a slot about a foot above the lever itself that some as you get closer you can sense there's some caustic foul-smelling smoke or something. Looks like it comes out of the slot above it. And give me a medicine check, please.
Oh. That is an 11.
Okay.
Might be a Skittles dispenser.
It might be
Might be tasties in there.
tasty.
Might
Yes.
be I think it's probably cotton candy. That might be what it is. Yeah, it appears that it's pretty clear that something about that slot is what killed this poor individual. But as you inspect this lever, it looks like it has a secondary function. It looks like it's not only dispenses poison Skittles.
Kind of goes back over to Talon. Do you see the slot?
This.
It's right above the lever.
Oh. I do
can't
now.
quite tell what else it does. It might have killed this person in front of us.
I didn't ask for buildings.
I don't know if we need to mess with the lever.
I don't either.
This corpse worries me, though.
It's not undead. Nothing in here is. At least for 300 feet.
Well, then I guess we should keep moving.
Yeah. If
We'll
we
come
get
back
to a
if we
point,
need to.
right. If we get to a point where we see that we need to pull them for some reason, then we should start messing with it. I'll follow you.
And onward.
Great. Around the corner, Nathaniel, you see another corpse. And another lever beyond it.
That guy looks like he's dancing.
He he does look like he's dancing. This one is dressed in leathers that looks like they have been eaten away by time or some other acidic property of the universe. He too is dead and still, with another greenish tint.
Can I, since we have the torchlight,
Yep.
be, as we're walking, sort of discerning around us, like symbols on the walls, like little mechanisms that might be difficult to notice with dark vision near the levers,
Yeah,
things
give me an
like
investigation.
that. Okay. I'm gonna use one of my maneuvers, tactical assessment.
Oh,
to
that
add a
sounds
D10
really
to that.
appropriate.
Yeah, when you roll an investigation, insight, or history check, you can add a superiority die.
That's awesome.
So
D10
I'm gonna
is
use
super helpful.
one. Yeah.
Come on, 30.
Oh geez, I didn't need it. I think it is exactly 30. 19 plus 7 is 26 plus 4 is 30.
Give the boy a cookie.
Wow.
I'm the boy. Give me a
Wow.
cookie. I want it. I want it.
19 on the D20, 7 on the D10, and I have a plus 4 to investigation.
Very
that was
nice.
so hard to get
very
you there,
nice.
and I'm
You
very
still
pleased.
did it.
I'm very pleased for both of us. For both of us, this is great.
That's very funny.
Holy shit, a 30. Okay.
Yeah,
As
first
you're-
she's like, Ben's no, she's looking at, she's not touching anything. But,
No,
we're peeping.
She is a smart cookie, and also
Mm-hmm.
once again, give me cookies. So your smart cookie is able to look at this lever as you hold the torchlight up to it. What you notice is a very faint, glittering, like black vein of either some sort of metal or stone that runs from the lever itself along the wall in the direction that your friends went. And as you hold your torch very close to it, like only because you are holding the torch and you're looking as close as you are, you can kind of trace the lines of this vein of metal or stone further into the cave. You see a second one goes up and towards that slot as well.
Like a slot. Sorry, I guess
Yeah.
I missed your slot description. What?
Like a vent, like an area with some caustic. You rolled a 30.
Oh, okay. Where the
Where
stinky
the
Skittles
bad
might
the
come
bad
out.
the
Got it.
bad the bad Skittles, possibly quarters,
Okay.
more likely Skittles, even more likely poison.
Okay. I'm gonna go up a little bit
Mhm.
so that I don't know where those two are. I can't see them, but I'm gonna be like,
Sure.
"Psst, gents. What a strange Do you see this? And I'll point it out the vein and like its paths, various paths.
Sure. The two of you guys are able to. If she points it out to you, you can see it. And yeah,
It starts near that first lever. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess this is the secondary function. First being
Also-
killing that being back there.
Well, it goes up into that vent thing that was nearby him. I assume it's going to release some sort of poison or acidic nastiness, and that's what got him.
Well, hopefully we don't need to mess with the levers.
Yeah, hopefully not, but just in case.
We'll keep track of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll get back ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he starts moving off.
okay. You do see that other lever next to the other corpse. Did you already see that? Spot that one?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. And what's your passive perception, Nathaniel?
17.
Okay. You'll be able to spot these with your passive perception of 17. You see another one that is maybe about 15 feet up that pillar.
You would take a peek out there too. Yep.
Yep.
Keep going.
You see one directly on the roof, above a corpse of another poor individual. Another one on the top of stalagmite. Nope. Yes, stalagmite. And two more along the walls on the other side. You could see them as on the map itself. So you're able to, as you make your way around, you're able to see those little levers themselves.
There are many levers.
Dave has
7.
many levers, Ed boy.
Spotted 7. We'll see if we need to interact with them. And he keeps moving.
All right.
So sorry, I meant from back here. We have 60-foot dark vision. Can we tell there's
Yeah.
a locked door over here?
Yeah. These squares, I believe so. Let me see the length that you're at from there. Yeah, you can see it.
30.
Yep, you're good.
Damn it. We have to pull them. We have to figure out which ones to pull.
Or so Star and I can do it the old-fashioned way.
Let me see if I can get the door open. And he attempts to use thieves' tools. If there's an opening for that.
Do not see an opening for a key.
Any hinge?
Not that you can see. It appears to be like a large,
Stupid Star
like
Trek
steel.
doors.
Yes, it appears to be a stupid Star Trek door. Kind of a large metal barrier that has been slid into place. It's
Can you tell
designed ornately
what
like a door. Go ahead.
I said, can you tell what way it slides based on like grooves in the floor or anything like that?
You think it slides up like a stupid Star Trek door.
Oh wow, even more accurate than I thought.
Allie, give me an investigation roll with advantage, please.
I am not using a superiority die this time, so we still rolled pretty good though. 16 plus 4 is a dirty 20.
Nice. I'm assuming where you are right now.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
or you
fine.
think
I
where's the
would have
third
stopped to. I would have stopped because I don't know what Sir Star's doing. He's stealthy and I can't see him. So, I just hear the two of them whispering probably, but I probably can't make out what it is. Right.
Right.
I only know because I know they're over there somewhere.
Right.
But I would have stopped to examine this lever and see if there's any other veins, or if that same vein goes, or if there's other veins that can trace. Like, she's kind of at this point looking for, like, little pathways to
Sure.
follow that might lead to doors.
You're able to, takes you a little bit longer this time, but you're able to, as you bring the fire close to the lever, you are able to see another vein that heads north. That seems to, if not intertwine, move very near the other one that came from the lever below. As that thing streaks along the floor, this lever that you were in front of, this vein also heads from the lever itself down to the floor. There's another slot of some sort that looks to, hand out bad skittles, and another as it heads further northwest, apparently where the boys are looking at that locked door.
I've got a question.
And they're like, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You're not done. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, they're like the same color. They're
Yes.
not no discernible differences otherwise. Okay.
Correct.
I'm gonna just keep going and keep looking at these ones and see if I can start discerning a pattern of some kind that might indicate what ones we need to pull.
Sure. Okay.
So
Do you want to give me another? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Peercy.
No, go ahead. I didn't realize you.
Wasn't sure if Allie was looking. If you like Allie, anytime you get near a lever, you can give me an investigation roll with advantage to look for veins of, I guess, wiring? We'll call it wiring.
Yeah, I do want to do that. I'm just trying to, I don't know. Player doesn't yet understand how the indication would make sense, but we'll figure it out, I guess.
Sure, it's all good.
So in in the commune with nature, and I get the natural surrounding, right?
Yep.
Here with this door that I didn't see, because that's exactly how the spell works. I should know the length.
I told you there was a barrier.
No. That's
door.
okay. You said berry. I didn't. It actually doesn't get building stuff. It only gets natural surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. It's exactly how it works. It's nice.
Cool.
What I should know, however, is how thick the wall is where the door is attached
Yeah.
to the other side of the part of the cavern.
Yeah, the wall's probably... It's pretty thick. I'd say the thinnest part of it is going to be the door barrier itself. Tunneling beneath or around it, you'd be tunneling through stone, really. The barrier seems to be maybe a foot, maybe 8-9 inches thick.
Right.
And so that's gonna be the thinnest part. If you're saying like the wall,
What I mean is it's put in the center of a hallway, or
Yeah,
like a
like a choke
natural
point.
cave, or it's like a connection point, because even then it's got to connect to the wall somehow.
yeah, it's like a barrier in like a choke point along the cave that was placed between it.
Okay. And if there's a connection point, right, for one side or the other of the door, how thick is that to the other side of where it connects, where it's open?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. One more time.
So the door has to connect to the wall somehow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At that connection point, how thick is it?
Mhm.
Where it meets the stone, how thick is the stone there?
Oh, the stone is thicker than the door.
But how thick? It is, the specifics matter.
Okay, yeah, like 2.5 feet.
Great.
Beautiful.
That's
Had it all out.
all that I need. And I know this because of, right? What's the door made out of?
Steel
Okay.
or some other sort of metal.
Got it. So the door is metal, but where it connects is not.
It's stone, correct?
We're all near each other.
Mhm.
Say,
Mm-hmm.
I can get us through.
Excellent. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Or I believe I can get us through.
I mean, if we don't have to worry about poisonous nasties coming out of vents, then I say let's give it a try first.
Excellent. This may or may not work.
Only
But
one way to
how
find out.
how tall is the ceiling in here?
It's about 35, 40 feet.
It may not work. But we can give it a shot.
Well, if you're doing what I think you're doing, because we've seen you do this before, and we've seen Zeus do it before,
It should work.
my understanding is that you can create essentially a cubby that would allow us to go around one hinge of the door.
Exactly.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do what we've done before and walk over to where it connects to the wall and where I know that it's 2.5 feet thick to get to the other side, and use stone shape from the amulet that I have. I can only use once a day. Touch it and make a cubby that we can pass through. So as long as the wall is less than 5 feet thick, I can make a small passage through the wall, and that's what the spell states.
Yeah, I think that there's no reason why you couldn't take, for instance, the 5-foot cube amount of stone that is right where the door connects and just have a little place for you to get in, go around. Sure.
Groovy.
I think that'll absolutely work. I'm very sad for my puzzle, but you know what? That's all good.
You know
Excellent.
what? We still used resources.
That's true.
I mean, I'm
100%.
not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. It's important to figure out how you solve the problems. So yeah, you're able to make a bit of a gap in here. And beyond that, you see a ledge with a crystalline bridge. Looks to be as fragile as glass. The other side, maybe 5 feet wide and 150 feet long.
This is exactly
Below.
what I've seen.
Below is a cavern, deeper, beyond your ability to see down.
Wow. Well, is it beyond 300? Well, never mind. It goes pretty deep from what I know, basically.
Yep.
Yeah. We don't want to fall off of this.
And as you say this out loud, the bridge itself begins to shatter and crack.
Huh? No, I'm
And-
speaking in a whisper like I just did.
Sure. And it begins to shatter and crack. Parts of it begin to fall over. As you hold your breath, after about 30 seconds, it reforms. Once again, solid.
Well,
Vesper looks at Talon, and she doesn't say anything, but she makes that little, like, butterfly wing hand gesture, you know?
I just make a gesture of, like, a short thing. And that look of, like, do you understand what I mean?
She nods. She points at Burke. Points at the Bandore, which is how you cast fly, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then points at Burke, and then makes like a bridal carry sort of gesture, and then like a maybe koala piggyback sort of gesture, and you know, trying to pantomime that you cast fly on Burke, we all cling on to Burke, and he carries us across the cavern because he should be strong enough to do that. If we all cling on to him,
Talon
or
just goes
several.
with all
The
that. He's
weights
like,
matter. God damn it!
I'm
Oh
not.
no, we have to do math now.
He literally out loud just goes, and quietly though, knowing that it's going to do the thing, and this is
Sure.
also a test to see it reforms. I'm not
Yeah.
that strong, and I want to save that for the children.
That's fair, I guess.
That's okay.
As you're speaking, any of you speak, the bridge collapses more and more, creating a large hole somewhere between it, and you hear the thing shatter and fall to the ground. Again, after hold your breath for about 30 seconds, it begins to shimmer back into existence, coming back up into a solid pane of glass or crystal.
Vesper's gonna gesture, like, come back in this stupid cave. Come here, hold on, let's talk about this.
Yep.
Like back, you know, through our
Sure.
little hole, or at least close to the door. Maybe not going totally back into the other room, but like farther away.
Yeah.
It's like it's gonna reform itself. Whatever. Theoretically, if we're very quiet, we could get across this thing. I worry, though. Seems like a one fuck up, one slip, kaput sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So,
also have levitate, but that's only so helpful.
Yeah.
Wait, do we have a way to not make sound? Kind of looks over at Sir
Theoretically.
Star.
Yep, exactly.
That's what I was going to say. I would still like to, of course, test it with weight first, but yes, I can help us move silently.
We should tie each other together also. That way, if one person crunches, maybe the others can keep him from falling.
I think if we make any sound, we're falling.
Well, we don't know that, actually. It only crumbled when we talked. We haven't tried tapping, that sort of thing.
Let's try that before going across.
We
it.
need to test
Yeah,
it more,
exactly.
but
Yeah.
keep in mind that I can't completely silence us.
Right.
I can only help us move more quietly.
Right. Right.
But any supernatural muffling, which it does do a bit of at least, may give us an edge.
Of course. And at that,
Okay.
he casts Pass Without Trace on the party.
Love it. Okay.
Gonna go back out, and she's gonna hold up a hand, like, hold on. And I'm gonna go just like walk up to the bridge without trying to be quiet. Just footsteps.
Without trying to be quiet.
Without trying to be quiet, to see if footsteps make it do
Okay.
the thing.
Yeah. Your footsteps, you see that as your foot touches the ground, a reverberation goes through this bridge, and it begins to shatter and break, and once again drops into the void. 30 seconds later, reforms.
Do we hear bats or anything like that in the cave?
Give
Any
me a
sound?
perception check.
Okay. I'll take.
Sabotage.
I mean, can I take a passive of 13?
Yeah, sure. You absolutely do.
Okay.
And I'm so glad you asked. You absolutely do hear bats and other creatures. Yeah, I will not give you any more than that, but you do hear things. You do hear animal noises. Animals. That's a word I can use.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Speak with Animals off the Bandore, which makes me play the Bandore, which makes noise, which makes the bridge
Which
collapse.
shatters the whole thing collapse. Yeah,
Yeah.
Whole collapse
Yeah.
and shatters also. Yep.
And I'm not playing very loud. I'm just like a few little notes, a very muffled tune. I'm like muting the strings as I'm playing, but I know it's going to do the thing.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Just so it
That's
doesn't
definitely
carry
enough.
very far, really, is really the idea.
Yeah.
And then for 10 minutes, I gain the ability to comprehend verbal communication with beasts.
Great.
And the knowledge and awareness of many... Yeah, well, right, I know they're not very smart, but yep. And say... right?
Okay. How are you trying to project and be loud while making bat noises?
No, I'm just making bat noises, which should reverberate naturally, and bats
Yep,
pick
it
them
does.
up pretty easily because
Yep,
they don't
yep.
make really loud screeches. And yeah, it's like a.
The
Hello,
bridge
can
does
you
not
help us?
collapse.
Oh, it doesn't collapse with the bat noises.
It does not.
Interesting. Do the bats
How long is
respond?
the bridge?
You hear, help how? How need help?
Two-legged creatures come through here.
You get, they walk, not food, not interesting.
This is 10 minutes, so I mean we can wait for a minute. I got 10
Sure.
minutes.
Yeah.
The
How
sound
long
of
is the bridge?
The bridge is 150 feet in
The
length.
sound of the bats and the creatures are not triggering the bridge. Which triggers the bridge.
Yes, your voice absolutely will if you speak in common or any non-bat language.
Did you ask them if two-legged things walk across the bridge, maybe? Do they
They
use the
did.
bridge?
They did. They said they walked across the bridge. Oh, yeah. Did they make noise? To the bats.
Yep. The bats was quiet, but bright light.
They said they were quiet but very bright light.
Well, we already know that the bad man who's with these kids is good at sneaking and covering tracks like Sir Star or similar, so it stands to reason that he could also make them quiet enough to do this.
Yes, but they had light. A bright light.
That's weird. She looks at the torch that she's been holding.
Yeah, kind of brighter than ours is what I say. Brighter than this, and point towards the torch.
And then you hear a bunch of squeaking, bright light, and they kind of start flapping,
Oh,
and they kind of go further,
That's-
go a little bit further into the caves.
no, basically a torchlight.
All right. May just be a thing that they noticed and not necessarily something that mattered. Because
could be.
bats notice light, I guess.
That could be.
I bring the torch close to the bridge. I try to be quiet so it doesn't collapse when I get close.
Give me a
but I
stealth
try
check.
to just bring the torch close to the bridge to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Stealth is 18.
Okay. As
28 if pass without a trace is applicable.
yeah, I mean that's how stealth work. So with your 28, you bring it close to the bridge, and the bridge stays solid.
Okay. I take a little pebblet,
Mm-hmm.
and I hold the torch down 6 inches away from the top of the bridge,
Right.
and I drop a pebble on the bridge close to where my torch is.
Okay. As the pebble touches the bridge, it makes a noise, and that sound seems to. You can see the waves. The bridge ripples like a river. Excuse me, like a wave, like water, as a pebble is being dropped into it, and that reverberation of sound as it hits the edge of the bridge, it once again collapses.
She's gonna look back at the others, shrug, and just put a finger to her lips I don't know what else to do. Why don't we just try the thing?
Talon's just nodding.
Okay. 30 seconds later, once again the bridge reforms.
Vesper pantomimes rope tying around each other and then gives a questioning look. Do we want to?
Talon shakes his head no.
It's same from Sir Star.
Burke shakes his head yes.
I will take a moment and tie myself to Burke. Call it 6 feet of rope in between us.
Great.
But I'm not going to tie the other two in.
Okay, no problem. All right, what's your plan, Vesper?
What?
Snake.
Snake.
Hold on. And Talon just puts up a finger.
Well, yeah.
and
Yeah, I'm not going until everybody's ready, but...
he says, okay, I know the bridge is going to collapse, but Burke, you've got this. You'll be totally fine. I totally think you can do this. I believe with you being tied to Vesper and the rest of us leeching, that's the wrong word.
That's a Freudian slip.
Under the protection of Sir Star's power, we will be able to make it across this bridge, and you have a bardic inspiration for the next dice roll that you need to make, and it is a plus 1d10 to whatever that roll might be.
Yup.
Perhaps it's stealth. I don't
Get
know.
'em.
I mean, perhaps it could be stealth.
You can choose after you see the roll. You don't
Ian,
have to
how
use
many
it on the
ones
first
do you have to
one.
roll to fail this? I'm just curious.
She'll have it for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, lads, let's go.
All right.
Snake.
I need stealth rolls from everyone.
We get a plus 10 to that.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
We should probably do this in an order so that we're not all on the bridge.
Thank you.
But I think we can only.
Well, we have to be
we
within 30 feet of Sir Star to get
Correct.
the plus
Yeah.
10, which I think is more important. So
Correct.
I think we have to go.
Heck,
Yep.
Good thought. Also good thought.
Yep. Because the plus 10 is going to be the most important thing here to succeeding on this. Ooh, I'm going to use a regular old DM given Inspirato to reroll that too that I just rolled.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time to roll it too.
Nice. That's a 35 for Sir Star.
I might do it.
That's way better. Way
Well,
better.
I got one also.
35, 35.
I only
35
got
for
a
the bard.
33.
Oh,
Wow. What are you even
Jesus.
doing here?
Only.
I know.
All right. So the band
Bert's
boys
going
get
to use
35.
his storm rune,
Okay.
Ooh.
so that
Make
we
a big noise?
can. No, it doesn't say anything about a big noise. Just the thing flashes on him, and for the next minute, I can use my reaction to cause a roll to have advantage or disadvantage.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Or is it?
Good.
So I'll start by trying to give me and Vesper some advantages to these stealths.
Okay. Good. All right, Burke. Your stealth assist.
Okay. It's not bad. Not great, but not bad. That is 32.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
That's not
Nice.
great, Burke. Ian, all of your stealth rolls in this entire campaign combined have not been 32.
Yep.
Just so we're clear.
Yep.
You rolled a 3
Yeah,
a
great.
few minutes ago. You rolled 10 times that just now.
Yep.
You rolled an order of okay, whatever. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We sneak.
Excellent job, everyone.
Lovely.
Excellent job. As you take your first tentative step on this bridge that you can see right fucking through, maybe a half-inch wide, deep, and 5 feet across,
It's more than enough.
it holds your weight. It's slick, it's smooth, but it's solid.
Let's say that we left the wolves in shadow pre-poison room
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah,
Let me just
totally.
be really
Yeah.
clear about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured
sorry,
they
I'm
wouldn't
sorry,
get through the cutting
kills you
we
all.
cut.
Oh.
That's a smash cut. The truest betrayer, the wolves.
I just want the
Oh.
big bad evil guy just slow clapping on the end of the bridge as we fall to our deaths.
No.
I mean, God, that's such a good idea.
Fly, thunderwave him in. Anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And you guys are all moving at half speed, but you inch your
Also-
way
yeah.
slowly, carefully across the bridge. Some point, the bats kind of begin to start chirping at you. I guess chirping is the right term. Echoing, yelling, screeching. Screeching could be a bat noise.
Please be quiet.
But you guys keep your cool. And with each of you being above 30, I'm not going to require you to have additional rolls.
Woo.
And you inch your way across this bridge, making it to the other side.
Like it's an icy driveway. Don't even lift your feet, really. Just.
Yep.
Can we save game?
Yeah.
uh,
yeah. Ice.
Fucking excellent.
That way I can reload if I fuck this next part up.
Yep.
Me IRL though.
And you find yourselves in a room at the other end of this thing. It's a small archway that opens into a bit of a larger room, maybe 30 by 30 across. That is got water up to your ankles. Incredibly cold. And while we figure out what's up with that next, this might be a great time to take a short rest. In players, not characters. I gotta find a better way to say that. Hey, lovely audience members, we're gonna be right back in 15 minutes. That's our short rest, not the players taking a short rest to get their abilities back. I need to figure out how to do this whole, talking thing. Anyways, hope you guys are enjoying it so far. The incredibly exciting moment of walking slowly across the bridge. But hope you guys are having a great time. I know I am. And we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Well, hello there, mortals and monsters, and welcome back. Hope you had a restful and rejuvenating short rest. Hope you rolled no ones on your hit point recoveries, and got the incredible drinks, booze, or substances that you need. That sounds way more aggressive than I meant it to. But here we are. Hope you guys are doing good. We are back. All right. So we have now arrived back at our next challenge. You find yourself in a room around 30 feet across, about a foot and a half or so, filled with water, incredibly cold water.
Well, hopefully this spell will cover some sound of our passage, and it will cover physical evidence of our passage. So,
Pass that trace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can. The two dark vision people can see the other side of the cavern,
Leaves
right?
behind no tracks or other traces of its passage. So is rippling
Yeah.
water a trace of our passage?
Nope. I mean, yep.
Yes, it is. No, it doesn't leave anything. Got it.
That's the one. That's the words that I tried to say. That was not
There we
helpful
go.
at all. Yep. For those of you in this little room with the little ankle deep water, everyone who has vision that is dark, give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
We got a torch.
Not a rock.
17.
That is a 17. Wow, get out of here.
That's funny. Yeah, legit. That's,
You
that's
boys,
more than once tonight.
get a room, okay? You and your 35 stealth and your
17
17
stereo.
perceptions. I mean, like,
That's like the third time tonight.
I love you,
I
buddy.
am not
Yeah,
mad
man.
about
Yeah,
it.
feel
man.
like
too.
we need to give these boys a room. Okay, what you guys are able to
We have a
notice.
room. You all are just in it.
It's true.
Ooh.
This
We're in the
is
dark
private
and we
chat.
don't know what we're doing.
This is the private chat, indeed. All right, so what the two of you notice in stereo, in simultaneously, is that this ankle-deep water is only ankle-deep at the entrance, and it continues to get deeper and deeper as you go further into the room. At the end of the 30-foot room, you cannot see the bottom of the water. Those of you with torches aren't able to tell this too well because, you know, light reflecting, dark vision hard.
How?
Which is Esper and not Perk. I swear.
We're still not 300 feet from where I cast the spell, right?
That's correct. You are still within the 300 feet that you cast the spell.
So this body of water that I would have
Yes.
recognized.
You would.
Does it Does it submerge fully?
So you actually, yeah. Let me double check
Is there
just
a
to
way
say
through? Can you swim through
measurements
it?
from
'Cause I
where you
doubt the
started.
Kids
You
would be
started here.
submerged.
Okay, so if I'm pulling up the old map that we had from where you guys started when you first cast the spell to the edge of where the bridge starts is about 140 feet, and then another 150 feet of bridge. So you're basically just at the. I'll give you a little bit because you're like right within the edge, depending
10
on
feet.
how angles work
Yeah.
and what direction things are at. So what you know is that this body of water is pretty immense. It submerges, and there are a lot of. I will say this: it feels as if it were a maze beneath the water. There's a lot of standing water. You know that their water is slightly moving, so you know beyond the standing water there must be some moving water.
Right.
But there are barriers blocking the water to move freely, and a lot of them below the surface.
Are there other above water exits to this room?
Not that you see. There is not.
Does the water basically, as far as we can see, like with our actual eyes now, just go to the wall and get deeper?
Yes.
And does the ceiling get smaller, or does it stay the same? Like, is there ceiling over the over the body of water?
It looks like it is submerged and it goes below. It looks like the room. It appears like from above you, if let's say we were to freeze this water, it would be just about a 30-foot across room.
Okay.
Below, there's a lot more to this.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yep.
You see what I'm seeing? I say to Sir Star.
Yes, you describe.
Yes, at least as much as visible up here. I was wondering if you knew more about what was below.
Just only a little, not much. This is about the range on my knowledge. There are things that block the water from flowing below, and what I think ends up being probably like a labyrinth or a maze, other caves beneath the water. They really take kids this way? That means I'd have to have a way for the kids to breathe water.
He might, if he's a
Unless
explorer of some sort.
Unless.
there's something we're not noticing. Some way to control the waters.
Something hidden in the walls.
Maybe.
Levers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or beneath the water.
Burke, did I ever ask you to hold on to my secondary armor?
Nope.
That's what I was afraid of. Carry on.
But do you have to... You don't breathe, do you?
Nope.
Huh.
Okay. But you can't see underwater. That's the bigger problem.
But we might have a fix for that.
Yeah? What do you got?
I cast dancing lights, wiggle my fingers, pull a bit
okay.
of phosphorus. Actually, no, I'll pull a glowworm and
Nice.
whisper something to the glowworm, but I'm like looking at you guys and smiling with the glowworm and wiggle my fingers and then kind of hold him up and these dancing lights come out of him.
Oh,
And
worm buddy.
yeah, and I put him back in the pouch. And I go, I can move these up to 120 feet from me.
Oh,
If
nice.
it's deeper than that, well, we have other problems. But I put them below water. I'm like, maybe this will work for Burke.
Burke reaches down, grabs the glowworm, and just starts trudging into the water.
No, it's not the... Oh. Bring him
Excellent.
back. Wait, he can't survive that. Wait. I can do that without you taking him.
I just killed my
Rescue
worm
the
friend.
glowworm.
Yep.
He sticks his head back up above the water. What?
But he can't survive in the water for long.
I'll leave him floating on top of the water and then just starts heading down.
Thank you.
Burke, give me... Well, first, let's start off with a perception check, please.
Sir Star would be following along
Yeah?
to an extent.
Okay.
17.
All right. Want that. Also, give me a survival check as well, please.
13.
I'm going to be... Oh, sorry.
Okay.
While they're underwater, I'm going to be looking for stuff above water. Levers, secret doors, etc.
Sure,
We'll
sure.
help you.
Burke, what you see as you go... You submerge yourself maybe... You walk down a gentle slope that takes you down about 25 feet or so. It gets pretty dark as the only really light that you have is from the glowworm above. Thankfully, the water's not really churning much.
No. Sorry,
No.
apologies. Sorry. The dancing lights, I am moving them with Burke.
That makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, and they're not above the water. They're down in the water with him, and they're...
I thought you cast them on the glowworm. So.
No. You cast them and you move it around. It's the glowworm's just a component.
Oh, okay, cool. That works for me.
And so, like, yeah, as a bonus action, I can move them up to 60 feet to a new spot within range with 120 feet from me, and they must be within 20
Great.
feet from each other.
Great. All right, Burke, as you there, thankfully you have a pretty, strong vision, strong light source that you're able to really help you see around. As you look around, you go about 20, 25 feet deep. You are in a labyrinth. As annoying as this is, a completely underwater labyrinth. There is 3 directions. You can go straight, you turn left, or turn right. We're not going to go through this individually every single time. You go through your left, right, or center as you go through this maze. But that is what you see. You can take your time trying to solve, trying to get your way through there, but for every turn that you make, there's usually 1 or 2 other options.
Burke will stick his head back up above the water and say, "It's a maze. Kids are gone."
Let me
They
look
had
around
more
here.
magical means. And Sir Star would continue swimming all the way across to check the wall on the other side.
Okay. Give me a perception check, please.
And I'm doing the same on the end we came in on.
Right.
22.
How much?
22.
Okay. Allie for Vesper?
Sorry, Nathaniel, also 22.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Nathaniel, why are you even here today? I don't even know. Why are you even here?
Gracious.
We're
Just
looking at different
everybody
things.
is
It's okay.
jumping
The
on
question
your
is actually,
toes.
why is everyone else here? Because they're glomming onto my
Clearly, You're
shit.
doing just
You know what?
fine. Yeah.
You know what? I 110% accept this. This sounds
Welcome back to
perfect,
the Star Show.
it's Star Show featuring side characters. Huh?
Nice.
It's only
Oh,
funny to us.
That's fine. You know
All
what?
I'm saying is
I
Rogue
do this for you
Paladin is
guys.
probably like the best class for a solo game. Like the best.
Super danger. Super danger. All right. So as you guys are looking around trying to figure out how do you drain water out the pool, man? You are very confident to be able to go over pretty much every inch of the stone here. And you're coming up El Zilcho. You feel very confident that at least in this room here, there is no way to drain the water.
Not even a drain. I was more looking for like secret doors and that kind of thing. Like
Certainly.
places that
Anything.
they could have gone through, which,
Do not see any.
Yeah. Answer remains the same.
Unfortunately.
Well, I don't suppose I particularly fancy getting lost in a labyrinthian underwater maze when I can only hold my breath for a few minutes. So,
Yeah.
I also have no way to navigate the water.
I can only help Burke so far.
I don't suppose you can cast that nature spell again to illuminate a path through or anything.
I cannot. My most powerful magic is... I've used it all.
Well, I literally don't have anything except the fact that I'm a strong swimmer, so I could make it part of the way, but if I'm going the wrong way,
Same. I wouldn't
Burke,
be able to get far.
You might have to feel this one. Well, it doesn't even fucking make sense because you can't see, and Talon can't go with you. He can only go with you a certain extent.
Do you think we could afford to wait another hour?
I mean, what are you thinking?
This is the only way I can help. And he reaches up and slides off his goggles of the night and says, maybe if you just take an hour and attune to these, they'll help you down there.
I don't think Goggles of Night require attunement.
Oh, did they not?
I don't think so.
What did I think they did? Let me see.
Maybe they
Oh, they're
checking.
not on that list. Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at my list.
Yeah, you're
Sweet. Never mind. Scratch that. Yeah, he reaches up and pulls off his Goggles of the Night and says, Burke, you need to wear these.
Real quick, I believe that canonically, Sir Star, you don't need to attune it, but you do need an hour to look cool, like to make sure that you can do your hair right to wear them, because you got to look dope as fuck to wear these Goggles of Night.
Hmm. Well, good thing Burke doesn't have hair.
Right.
Oh, Burke doesn't need the hour.
He's just all Corey Hart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right,
It's
Burke.
either that
And
or
that
he
gives
just
him
looks
Dark Vision 60.
ridiculous in them anyway.
Nice.
Excellent.
There's nothing you can do because like his face is not like a normal like skull, so he's just looking bug-eyed, just going out in two different directions.
It's my favorite thing.
He's actually just slid it over one eye, so it's more of a monocle.
Yeah.
Monocle of
Monocle
the
of
Night.
Night. That's dope as hell, actually.
I mean, that's some serious vampire shit right there.
Barring this, I could attempt to contact Astrid again to see if she came this way. But I want to wait to do that.
Yeah, see if... I mean, Burke, you're not gonna like it, probably. But you're gonna have to solve the maze. By yourself.
Cool.
And then
great.
come back.
And let us know how to get through it.
Then guide us through so we don't drown.
Sure.
'Cause I literally don't know what else to do.
All right.
But
Burke goes maze spelunking.
I
All right.
believe in you.
You got this, buddy.
All right.
Inspiration.
The bardic kind.
Yep.
Burke, wait. Burke.
And he's gone.
I couldn't... do you have a sending stone?
Nope.
Oh, goodness. No. Here, wait. Take this too. And he pulls out a sending stone that's paired to Vespers.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
That's great.
I think that
Okay.
requires attunement.
Nope.
Nope. Jinx.
I think nothing actually ever requires attunement ever.
Hell
So-
yeah. Great.
Done. It's canon.
I think I just made a horrible mistake.
Oh, we
me
never
6
get
more
magic
belts.
items anyway.
Yeah.
No.
Real. They're being
mean-
trickled to us.
It only happens if I give you enough magical items for it to be a problem.
Correct.
It's like all you have to do is like take down a vampire's lair or something.
Only.
Working on it.
Working on it, baby.
Oh, that's very good. All right, Burke.
I cheer Burke on as he goes in. You can do it. I believe in you. Smartest member of the party.
Gives a thumbs up as he recedes into the water.
I'm straight up picturing goddamn Terminator 2.
The hand in the lava.
Just the thumbs up going down into the water. Yep.
Yep.
Just melting in. Oh, it's very good. All right, Burke, we're going to do an intelligence survival roll.
Okay.
Going to be a series of these.
Just logically, Burke is going to try to go along as many left paths as he can.
Okay, so you have a strategy.
That is how he's going to start it out at the very least.
Okay, so you're going to brute force this thing.
Strategy.
Yep.
Great.
Seems logical, and also Burke doesn't particularly care about time too much.
I mean, when you're as old as Burke is, time's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah. He's going to get back up there and 40 years have passed, and it's like, oops.
Oh shit.
Oh, they're all dead now. That's awkward.
I like the implication that we would have waited there for 40 years and died also, and not just been like, well, something got him. I guess we should go back.
I mean, I feel like maybe he just saw the corpses in the other room and think, oh, that's my friends, maybe. 40 years later, you never know.
It's really fucking
I
funny.
still like that image regardless. Okay, so.
I'm going to use the Bardic Inspiration on that roll.
Woo.
Good.
Okay. That is a 20 total.
Good. Okay. As you're brute forcing this maze, it takes you a while. You don't have a swim speed, correct?
Nope.
All right. So you're gonna be moving at half your speed this whole time, and you're going through it. This
Burke can swim?
No, clearly not. He's just walking down the bottom. And Burke, this maze is massive. As you are taking every path until you get to the right one, it's not an hour, it's hours, plural. It's 2.5 hours later until you come back, until you make your way to the end of this maze.
Hey, cool. I did it.
You pop your head up, and you know what? Give me a wisdom survival roll this time, please.
Sure.
Goggles, like crocodile eyes on Burke, just popping out of the water is a great image.
It's exactly what I
It's
imagined
terrifying.
too.
Yep.
That is a 12.
Okay. You are uncertain how far you have walked swam. But your guess would be more than a mile, less than 10. Now, when it comes to how far the direct path would be, again, with your 12, you're not certain. But if they're strong swimmers and they got a good lung capacity, they can probably hold their breath the whole time. That's probably okay. Burke, do you get cold?
Ostensibly, yeah.
Can you make a Constitution save, please?
Sure. Ooh, that was on a 1 for a second, but that's a 21 total.
Hey, get to that 19. You get there. I'm assuming you went over. No, probably higher than that because you're way bigger than a +2. Excellent. Yeah, it's cold. It's uncomfortably cold. If this was normal water, this would probably be ice cold or frozen.
I look around for a convenient make maze go away button at the end of the maze.
Give me a perception check with DC 75, please.
If you can make this, one will manifest.
I mean, I got a 21.
It's pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good. It's close. I think I'm playing the wrong edition of this game to get you a 75 though.
Wait. Destiny? Is
How many
Destiny a
destiny
thing?
points?
Yeah, now you're thinking.
I mean,
We
if
all
one
throw
destiny
Destiny
point
on.
is a
like
natural
a
20.
3 destiny point.
Yeah,
you got a
it's like
21.
3 destiny points to be
so
like make the maze go away button. I
plus
think
60. Got it.
that's I mean that's a great way to circumvent this puzzle. Sure, yeah, spend some destiny points to make it happen.
I got one on it.
As you pop your head up, you do see huddling together on a rock 3 kids. Sorry, 3 childs.
Cool.
Into the maw.
I'll get on the sending stone. Remind me again, do sending stones just act like the spell sending and where?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a once per day sending between the stones, one way or the other.
All right. The question is, do I have to limit myself to 3 words total?
Oh
No.
3 words.
You can have 3-word sentences, yes, in the sending, but you can make up to 8 sentences.
Found the kids. That's the message.
Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be very funny. Yeah, 25 words or 1 sentence, whatever's shorter. The meanest rule lawyering.
I will send a sending back to Vesper. That is
And you also take 4 points of cold damage.
okay. Doesn't even get through my temp HP. Thank you, Star. All right. Found the kids. Maze is long. 2.5 hours. All left. Turns. They are alive. What next? It's cold here. It's probably around 25.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Edited and post.
Edit in a post. You got that post? Oh, it's me. You got that, me?
I don't have time to relay that to everybody else before I have to respond, I assume. So
Yep.
I will say we must breathe. Come back by shortest path. Guide us through best you can. I've still got like 10 words. Otherwise, we'll drown. I gotta think. Unless you take kids back yourself. There we go.
Okay. I like that. Just out of earshot, like Talon's just had a horrible thought.
You could hear Vesper because like sending, you have to like whisper it, right? And I don't think she would. I think they've been like playing poker on the dock for 4 hours or whatever, 2 hours. They're just like, so she finally sits up. She's like, oh, and like she'll say that out loud as she sends it back.
Yeah, and I just hear Peercy in the background going, "Oh no!" It just sounds like he's further away. It just seems like he's away from the center of the shot. It's just really good.
Yep, good. Literally what Talon did is like, oh no, I hope he doesn't bring him back. I hope he doesn't bring him back.
Yeah.
He's been gone for a long time.
Kind of tack that on the end, knowing that Burke isn't going to want to do that, but presenting it's like, well, you can do this or you can do this, buddy. These are your options.
You could do this or you can do with that.
Vesper's going to turn to the others and relate to them what Burke said.
Okay.
So he found them, but he found them by spending the last 2.5 hours taking all left turns in the maze, so he doesn't actually know the best path to get there, and obviously we can't afford to be under there for 2.5 hours, but he found the kids. So I told him, come back, and then try to guide us by the shortest path to get in there. I don't know how we're going to get him out, but...
I'm going to contact Astrid.
Okay.
If anyone stops me, they can.
No, but Sir Star had a different thing to do, but you do that thing.
No, go for it, because it'll take me a minute to figure out what I'm going to say.
Sir Star's... Oh, actually, hold on. First, what were the dimensions on that other room, GM? The one that we were just in, like, how tall was it?
Oh, it was about 35 or so feet across, approximately, maybe 25, 30 feet tall.
Okay.
Ceilings, and then it goes deep.
Sweet. So not long after Burke disappears, Sir Star would say to the rest of the group, excuse me just a moment. I'll be right back. I have an idea. I just remembered where my armor is. And he would dart back into the other room, and he would reach into his little pouch, and he would pull out this little cube and place it on the ground at a tall spot in the room. He would step back,
no.
and he would say his magical dwarven words, and up would sprout Darren's instant fortress. He would then walk in, and he would change into his mariner's armor.
Excellent.
Then he would step back out, unsummon it, and walk back into the room.
That's so mean. They've been playing poker on the ground for the last 2.5 hours, and you had a fully stocked table, chairs, and illuminated building?
No, you can't keep furniture in there.
No, fair enough. But I can pretend to make, I can pretend. It's fine.
If you want to let us keep furniture in there, no one's going to complain.
No, that's in the portable hole. That's where you have, that's the closet that you put in things in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, your mariner's armor in there. How is it in there? Mariner's. Okay.
Because D&D Beyond allows it to store armor and weapons.
Hell yeah. Very cool. Perfect.
Hilarious. Yeah. You can't have a fucking table. You can have a closet. You put things in the closet. This makes no goddamn sense. Whatever. I'm not gonna unpack that right now.
Well, he unpacked his armor. Never mind. Moving on.
Yep.
Yep. All right, so you got your mariner's armor. Beautiful.
Yeah, it just gives him a swim speed equal to his movement speed. And
Excellent.
he's still not going to go far into the
No, it's
labyrinth,
super
but he
helpful.
is going to check out like the first couple rooms at least to start.
Great. Super helpful.
First, like maybe look at the first turn, you know?
Yeah, that
His
sounds
speed's
good.
30, he can dash up to 60.
Yeah, and it'll give you quite a bit of time to hold your breath. And as long as you're, so here's my question to you, Nathaniel, Forrester Star. Now, you can hold your breath for quite a while, right? And it's fine as long as you are able to find your way back to where you came. The deeper you explore into the maze, the more likely it could be that you may have trouble getting your way back. It's one of the reasons why cave exploring is so freaking dangerous. How deep do you want to explore? That's what she said, giggity.
Giggity. Not
Giggity.
He
Okay.
is also great with directions.
Yes.
Generally, that's more in maps and terrain, but
Sure.
this is a low-key type of terrain.
Yeah, totally. It's just also
Just
like
in terms
you.
of his directions, but yeah, he's not going far. Like he's not trying to take a bunch of turns in this labyrinth. He's
Great.
really just looking for maybe some way to drain water.
Sure. Okay, great. All right, we'll say you head in maybe past the second turn in any direction, giving yourself no more than 2 turns to head back. I'd say that would be plenty within your oxygen capacity as well as. Sorry, I was reading Ascending. That was sent to one of my many selves. Yeah, you absolutely can. So why don't you give me an investigation roll, please?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw for the cold.
Investigation roll is a 24.
Excellent.
Survival. Wait, you said what saving throw?
Constitution save.
Con save. Thank you.
It's cold, man.
That is an 18.
Okay, great. All right. So you will definitely take half. So that will be 3 points of cold damage.
Okay.
As you
Does not
around
even break my temp HP.
Nah, nothing does. Temp HP is amazing. And as you're able to look around, it seems to be like somebody took a Minotaur's freaking home and threw it and it completely flooded the damn thing with freezing water. You do not see any obvious secret doors, passages, ways to go through. And you take your time. While you have like I'd say probably the first half hour, you're just kind of going back and forth and just kind of checking out every inch of these walls.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you don't find any super great options here. But you're able to, beyond the first 2 turns, you're able to see to the left. There's you can observe 3 different directions after you go left. If you go straight, and then there's a trifurcation, right, left, right, and straight that you're able to see, and you're able to see a full 8 different paths beyond those. So 2 in one, 3 in the other, 3 in the other. So it's pretty diverse. And it's really hard to orient yourself because gravity isn't working as like it normally does. Yes, you're floating, but which ways? It's hard. It's really easy to get disoriented underwater.
So my mariner's armor allows me to float to the surface, like if I fall to 0 HP. So the armor itself seems to know which way is up.
Yeah, and that's super helpful. I'm just saying, like, you can still tell when you're floating. I'm just saying from experience doing diving when you're in enclosed spaces, it's really tricky. It's
that I realize. We're
Yeah.
just neither one of us adept at diving with magical armor.
Yeah.
But anyway, he
Fair enough.
sticks to the right paths. Once he like explores for a while, he'll go deeper just along the right path, kind of like Burke went along the left path.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, you definitely find yourself, you're able to get there, get out. You don't find any clear ways to circumvent this maze.
Okay.
It appears to be mundane. The hardest of challenges. But you do get a good sense of, the shape of the stone doesn't seem to be particularly rough on your hands as you kind of walk or swim your way through it. Able to get around different corners. There's decent grips upon the walls themselves you're able to grab onto, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
I can't give you more great information, but the swim speed's going to super help. So that's
Okay.
very helpful.
He heads
Allows
back
you
to
to be the
group.
fastest one moving. Great.
I was unsuccessful. We'll wait for Burke.
Not much else we can do.
Okay.
Burke, now that he kind of knows his system works, he's going. Well, okay. So when he comes out on the other side, it's all complete water still, or is there any land?
There is a small outcropping. So there is a kind of an outcropping of rocks, like a little island, with 3 little chillins on it, as well as towards the rear of this cavern. There does seem to be some area above water as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to go on the trap island.
Okay.
I just stand underwater and I'm probably not smart enough to try to imagine what the maze looked like and try to like navigate it through it in like my mind palace or whatever.
You certainly get a roll for it because you had to take all the right paths eventually, right? It's gonna be with disadvantage, but you absolutely get a roll.
Yeah, I will go ahead and do that. And it's more of like thinking of places that might have been like me covering my tracks again.
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of roll would you like?
I would like a wisdom survival roll. So that,
Okay.
you know, the all natural
Hey.
kind with disadvantage, please.
Okay. Hey, cool. I got a
Nice.
17 and a 20.
Hell yeah!
The 17 makes it a 24.
Holy shit, dude.
Tactical.
Tactical.
I don't think Burke's ever needed to use survival in this campaign ever.
I don't think so. Nor did Pesberg ever know that he had a mind palace, because apparently he has a fucking mind palace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was
When
like,
you're
he's got a
that old,
disadvantage.
of course you have a mind palace.
I mean, or else you store all of your, your memories of things you don't want to share with people. Like mazes. Jesus, yeah, you're able to kind of close your eyes and go through the maze to a certain extent, and you're able to filter out the best path. I'm shocked to say you absolutely are able to do that. You know
Alright.
the quickest way through the maze.
Then I guess the last thing that I would do is under the water. What is the ground like? Is there like loose rocks or anything?
Yes.
I don't know how much this would help because the maze is probably a lot bigger than I'm thinking. But to mark the last little bit of maze, I'll put my rope underneath one of the rocks and just extend it as far as it can go. Just so that, at the very least, if somebody's like actively drowning, they'll have a one last like, oh hey, I'm almost at the end point.
Mhm.
And then I'll go trudging back through the way that I'm pretty sure is the shortest way.
You make really good time, actually. You do
Can
it in
we
about...
maybe resolve Talon's
Certainly.
thing?
Right.
Because I don't know if that's going to affect Burke going back or not.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, let me do that.
Because I presume he did that shortly after I told him what...
You are
like-
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Peercy, you want to read out the sending?
Sure. To Astrid. Were you taken through an underwater maze? How did you get through it if you did? Is the bad man around? Whisper answer quietly, 25 words.
Okay. The chattering of her teeth has somewhat subsided. It's not worse, but it's still there. And while I'm going to attempt to do it over chat, you may not hear it because Discord likes to filter out things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you get bad man. Touched us and made us breathe water. It tasted yucky. I don't like being underwater. I don't see him. I don't know where he is. That's what you get.
Okay. I just look as like Sir Star is under the water, and when he was doing his thing, I look at Vesper and like he used water a way to. He made them breathe water, and they went under it.
That's what I thought.
She said it tastes terrible.
Can I make some kind of roll to call on what I've been studying with Zeus to think about water breathing spells and how long they generally last?
Sure.
Like
Give me,
how they
give me,
affect.
give me an Arcana roll.
Okay.
Can I help you with that? So you have advantage.
Sure.
Thank you for advantage. You turned my 4 into a 14 plus 8. 22.
Excellent. Very, very excellent. Well done. Okay. As you are able to, you recall a conversation that you had with Zeus about magic and utility magic, things like this. Water breathing came up in a discussion that you guys had earlier as a spell that's meant to last all day. Now, there are potions that, if it's being used in other mechanisms versus the casting of a spell, that'll only last an hour, versus the spell that if it's cast from a caster, it can last for up to an entire day.
I'll say to Talon, well, I guess Answer Star. If he casts the spell on them, it might still be active, actually.
If
It's been less than 24 hours.
If it has been.
I don't know if it has.
That's good to know.
But, yeah. It makes sense. I don't know how else he would have gotten them through there. They're kids. Right. But it might make our job a little bit easier.
Maybe.
Okay. Burke's able to return. Burke, and you're just casually walking?
Yeah.
Okay. Burke comes back in about 15 minutes. Takes about 15 minutes to get through.
That's
still not... Then we can't get through it all.
Yeah, we can't get through there.
No.
I did it.
How long did it take you?
15. Better than... Shit, 3 words, hold on. Better than previous.
If it takes you 15 minutes to get through the fastest path, Burke, you're gonna have to get them out yourself. I can hold my breath for 5 minutes. Maybe.
I don't even think I could do 2.
Yeah.
I mean, singing is one thing, swimming is another.
Yeah.
And
that's like about to pass out, I
can ask Astrid if she has any idea how long it's been.
I think you're gonna have to, or Burke can go back and talk to them instead of you using more magic.
That's true.
They've seen Burke before. It's not like they're gonna be afraid of you. Well, it's not like they're gonna be more afraid of you than they are of this monster that kidnapped them. So,
wait, I have an idea, and I cast. No, I don't cast anything actually. Hold on, let me find something real quick, just before you go back. Something that they'll recognize, like any of us by.
Yeah, because they've played with Burke before. They've seen him before. They know him. So.
Well, they know we're here. I've been talking to her.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But they're gonna know no matter what. I don't know how to give them something. And if the water breathing's gone, then I literally don't know what to do. So.
Water breathing.
That's how they got through there.
We'd have to leave and then come back with something that can make them breathe water. It's just a multiple days endeavor. So.
And they may not even be here then.
Right.
But guess when you get there, Burke, ask Astrid how long ago they got here, how long they've been here.
A water breathing spell should last a full 24 hours.
It's a cave. They're stupid kids.
They're not stupid.
Time is weird.
Well, just see if they can still breathe underwater, that's all.
Yeah.
Like,
Cool.
they'll know if they can't. Please do not try to drown a child. I mean, ask them to.
I love how fucking necessary that caveat really is. Oh,
It was the-
thank you, Allie.
Hey, and then I was like, wait.
And
Clarification noted.
she kept saying
Oh,
the water
that's
is
really
very
good.
cold.
It is cold. But, I mean, what are we going to do? We just have to get them back here. Or if there's another way out of that room. But we can't get there, so you'd be on your own anyway.
Get there.
So,
But her teeth are chattering.
yeah, once they're here, it's 15 minutes through. She can make it 15 minutes. They all can make it 15 minutes.
I have a weird D&D question.
I love weird D&D questions.
Okay, so extra-dimensional spaces, they theoretically don't have air in them.
That sounds
But
dumb.
if you put water in them, does it automatically like get rid of all the oxygen in the water? Or could I shove a bunch of children that have water breathing
Oh, I know where this is going. Yes.
into an extra-dimensional space with water in it and have them be okay?
So, the way that I'm going to rule that is, just like on our planet, oxygen also, or water also has oxygen in it. And with water breathing, it's going to be like gills, right? So you're able to filter the oxygen out of the water itself, but there is a limited supply, meaning that they are going to consume what is oxygen that is in the water, right? So I will allow the amount of oxygen in the water to be around the same amount of oxygen that would have been in air, even though it probably should be less, but I don't care. Meaning 10 minutes for a single creature in an extra dimensional space would be reasonable. So for these kids, we'll do the same thing with water. Divided by 3 would be about 3 minutes if you want to fill a bunch of water in there.
Okay, so that's not gonna work. Okay, just a weird fucking question that
I love
like,
it.
my brain just.
No, it's
Good
great.
to know.
I totally.
If I want to drown somebody inside of me, can I? The answer is yes. Yes, you can.
Yes. Theoretically, you just got to get them in the extra dimensional space and get them to not break out, because that's the actual problem with extra dimensional spaces. You can often they have escape clauses, but we circumvented a poison gas trap once in an old game I played with a bucket full of water and the water breathing spell.
Clever.
Yep.
I like that a lot. That's really
It
clever.
was really dumb. You stick your head in, you take a deep breath through the water, and then
Yep.
you keep
That's a
walking for another 2 minutes or so.
Great filter. Perfect.
Yep.
That's so good. I mean, it sounds like a miserable freaking day, but that's a really
It
clever.
wasn't
use
a
of that
whole
spell.
day. It's like 300 yards you had to cross, right? It's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
5-minute walk.
It still ruins your whole day. That's a weird freaking day.
Yep. Dungeons, baby.
And Durgans. Okay.
It's a trap.
Absolutely.
Mm,
You've outsmarted traps before.
damn it. Alright. Burke is going to go ahead and go back in the water.
Moving on up.
Go see if the children will drown or not.
I'm gonna give Burke my 2 healing potions. She's just
Fine.
like, I don't know, just in
Great.
case.
Great.
You,
Okay.
the kids, just in case.
Okay.
I have nothing else to give you, Burke. I have 50 feet of silk rope, 2 healing potions, a used sending stone, and a signet ring. Like, good luck, buddy.
Here, you can show them your authority.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Burke. Onwards. Give me a survival check with advantage, please.
Sure. That is a 24.
Very nice. Same as last time.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to make it through. Are you feeling any urgency? You're just still going to just slowly trudge along, same as before.
I rather make sure I do this correctly.
Okay. So another 15 minutes takes you make the right way. You're learning this maze real good.
Hmm.
And you show back up. You once again crocodile emerge. Either eyes first or thumbs up first. I don't know which. It's probably one of those two though. And you are back in this chamber with all the kids. They have not seen you.
I'll go towards the trap.
Okay. You trudge along to these 3 kids on a little stone island.
Hi, children. Time to go.
Yes.
Thank you, Dad. All right. They're they look around, big wide-eyed, and they kind of run towards you and kind of try to grab onto you in some way of affection, either grabbing onto your legs to hug you. I mean, I don't think you have a lot of body warmth. I don't picture Warforged as being warm-blooded.
Is there light in there?
Nope.
Let's see here. What time is it now? Let me take a look.
We went in the cave at 1 p.m. I don't
Yeah.
know how long it took us to get through the first leg or two of it.
It's still daylight out. Yeah. It's taking a minute for certain.
2.5 hours to find a way through.
Burke, also please roll me another con save, please.
Sure. 22.
Nice. Okay. Once again, it's gonna be half, so you'll be taking 3 points of cold damage.
Cool.
Cool. As you head through. All right, kids show up. They come to hug you, but you're cold, and it's like, nope, never mind. And you're wet and cold, and they're like, no, thank you. But they're excited to see you, and they want to go.
Okay, this is fucking stupid, but I'm going to do it.
I love it.
Burke doesn't have like magic or anything like that. He's just got some crazy ass fighter or barbarian abilities. One of them is his Rune of Fire, where he can do extra fire damage when he does an attack. So he just punches himself in the leg to warm himself up.
To give the kids something warm to hold on to.
Yeah, I'm also not
That is the
100% sure
cutest
that
fucking
these
thing in the
children
world.
will survive going through cold water again. I don't know their hit points because I do not know hit points or what they are, but I'm going to try to give them some warmth.
I like that a lot.
I do 6
yeah.
damage to myself, or 7 if I'm punching myself enough to do damage.
Sure. You'll take 7, and then you get some fire damage. Warm yourself up a little bit.
Yep.
Cool. That's cool as hell. I fucking love that. That's awesome. You know what? I will allow that rather. I mean, I guess it's on brand for Burke to punch versus using like a burning touch. Yeah, it just sounds like he just punches himself until sparks form. That sounds right.
Yeah, it's got to be an attack, and when he does this, he punches himself in the leg, and the rune on his body flares up, and these fiery shackles just sprout from his body and like bind himself for a second, and then he just dismisses them and like flicks them off like they're ash.
And Burke's fire grew 3 sizes that day. Amazing. Cool. So yeah, you're warmer. You got kids. Give me a perception check.
Sure. Oh, come on, D&D Beyond. 9.
Okay. As you look around, you don't see anything but the kids. It's very, very dim illumination. There are some ways that some diffused light from the sky is coming through, but you cannot see the sky directly.
Burke, you gotta Hulk smash your way out those holes in the ceiling. You got it.
You gotta go fly. Burke gotta go fly.
Burke don't got fly.
I know.
I mean, maybe I could huck a kid up there, but
If you huck him hard enough, the kid might break through, but I wouldn't recommend it. This is a terrible way to end this challenge.
sorry. Describe to me again what's at the top.
You just see a roof, roof to the cave. You do not see any direct sunlight. What you do see is that there is like some dim illumination. You would assume it is diffused light of some way. It could be a torch, it could be a light source, you cannot tell, but you do know it's not pitch black.
If there's light, there's holes.
Zelda has absolutely poisoned all of my
Ascend!
my
Ascend!
creative Solution thinking. God damn it.
All right, how do I duct tape a tree onto a dude to make a dick?
No,
what is...
you don't even know. There's an ability that literally just lets you jump through fucking roofs, like above your head.
Yep. I've been
All right.
thinking
You
it the whole
can
time.
take shit
Yep.
with you.
Yep.
Ah!
All right.
Sorry, guys, this ain't Zelda tonight. You
Yeah.
guys can play in about an hour.
Burke points to, I don't know, Astrid's the oldest kid?
No.
Or the
but
most responsible looking?
She's the
Okay.
one that she's the most the most interesting one of the NPCs. Yes.
He'll point to the oldest one and ask,
Uh-huh.
"Can you breathe?" And points towards the water.
He gives you a big salute. He goes, "I'll find out, sir."
Come
And
on,
he'll
buddy.
just, like,
Yeah.
Huh?
Awesome.
I said, come on, buddy. Yeah.
And he
Awesome.
just kind of he goes and he just jumps in and does a cannonball. And starts slapping the water, comes up, yes, sir, I can breathe. And he's like, can't swim though. So he's just trying to like flail his arms back towards you.
Okay, I walk over, corral them, and I'm going to head back towards the others
Okay.
through the maze.
All right. You are going to,
And I'll pick up my rope as I leave.
okay. You pick up your what? Your rope.
Rope.
Got it. I heard robe and didn't know which robe you had.
Leave no trace.
All right, perfect. Take what is it? Take only photos, leave only photographs. Let's go. All right, give me another survival roll. This time, just a flat roll. You got 3 children to juggle, so I'm not going to give you advantage this time.
Okay. Hey, thank you,
Unless the
D&D
children
Beyond.
can help.
26 total.
Yeah, you do.
Children don't need no help. That's a natural 19. Is that
Yep.
correct? Very nice. Awesome. Yeah, definitely know the way through. You got some kids. They are quite cold, but with you occasionally punching yourself to make yourself warm, which is just the coolest thing to do. I'm assuming you're doing it more as you go through.
I've only got the one.
Oh, well then never mind.
If any of the kids start looking like they're going limp or something, I'll shove the health potion down their throat.
Here, underwater kid, drink this. I need to make some rolls real quickly
Just
to
puffs
see.
out the gills like, ah.
Water breathing wears off.
Yep, that
No.
would be the worst timing. I mean, I'm not that mean. I mean, I might be.
The party has made it
Fantastic.
exuberantly clear they have no water breathing solutions. What if I just ended these 3 children right now?
I feel like that goes against our terms of service, honestly.
It sure does, boss.
So, yeah, they are pretty cold, pretty damaged, shivering. One of them does go limp. You shove a potion to it. He wakes back up. And about 15 minutes later, you get these 3 kids crushed in the water, latching onto Burke. All 4 of you shivering. I need Constitution saves from you, Burke, again.
You get a +4.
Hey,
Well,
Yeah.
technically it would have been in the water, but sure.
Oh, I thought this was after he got back up.
16 total.
Okay. This time you will be taking 8 points of cold damage.
Okay.
8 points of cold damage might kill these children. Undo to 0. Double
Yep.
their maximum hit points.
Yeah, they are quite cold, and they are huddling with each other for warmth.
Well, as
Which
soon
is
as they
better.
get out,
Yep.
we'll scoop them up and start wrapping them up in whatever we've got. Bedrolls, coats.
Had a fire going.
Yeah.
Nice.
Waiting
Makes
long
more
enough,
sense.
and Sir Starn needed to dry off anyway.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm gonna get them out of their wet clothes and wrap them in, the bedroll blanket and just start getting them warm.
Mhm.
Great. Yeah, that is. Give me a medicine roll, please.
12.
Okay. Do you know the basics, and they work? The kid doesn't suffer any irreparable harm or anything, but something you don't do anything that's overly skilled or knowledgeable. Get the kids out of the wet clothes, warm them up, get them near a fire. They're a little unhappy, a little shivery, but they are going to make it. Well done. You have a bunch of kids.
Wasn't a trap. Probably a diversion. Fuck.
Maybe. I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Right.
Could still be a trap.
Could still
Could
be.
still be.
We have to get him out. So. We don't know anything about the person who took him.
Other than what we've seen in scrying,
Yeah.
no.
There's another room somewhere up above.
Yeah, there was light filtering down in the room with all the levers, too. Levers. But.
Yeah, I find it weird that this exists at all. Which means someone took the time to set this up. Which
I
means
do wonder.
Nocturna.
Yeah. It's definitely a passage under the mountains.
Yep.
Which means we
Or
should
did you-
destroy it.
We should. We can try to cave it in on our way out.
Or
Or.
use it in the future to sneak back through.
Yeah. Also possible. Well, I guess we can come prepared next time with water breathing abilities.
The ability to handle the cold.
Yeah, too. Cold water is a whole other thing, though. It's not like more clothing doesn't help you with that, you know?
Is Endure Element still a thing?
Ye.
Yeah, protection from energy is what it is now. So if you do protection from energy cold, that might give you protection from freezing water.
Hypothermia.
There's also like magical gear you can get that will protect you from extreme heat or cold.
Such as my other breastplate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I see.
Well, we probably don't want to sit too long here. Just long
Warmth by
enough.
marching.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, not far away is the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And once we get near the bridge, I'd give us a minute before we go over it. I will take the children across.
Okay.
So they don't have to worry about being silent if the rest of you can be silent.
So, Star, do you have another of the Pass Without Trace in you, or?
And can you cast Fly on Burke, or does it have to be on yourself?
It has... Well...
Burke could carry all of us, one by one at least.
Yeah. That's... true.
I would
Let me
rather
scroll to
not
the
risk
spell.
the bridge if possible.
No, I could cast it on Burke, yeah.
You could carry maybe 2 at a time. Do a couple trips. It's not that far.
No, and I can concentrate on it for 10
Burke
feet.
goes large.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
But I think flying makes you faster anyway, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So, if the bridge was 150 feet across and flying about doubles the average walking speed of a person, right? Then,
Yep.
you know, it'll take him
Quickly, 18
20 seconds
Right.
per one-way trip. So,
And I can concentrate
Plenty
on
of
it for
time.
10 minutes.
yeah. So we got plenty of time and circumvent that. And that way, if anybody catches onto our tail, also they can't just shout and send us all plummeting to our death.
True.
She kind of like, she's, you know, been snugging one of the kids to keep them warm. She like puts her hands over their ears.
Earmuffs. The other two hear you just fine, but that one doesn't.
Yeah.
That's
No,
a great
I'm just
idea.
kidding.
I'm all about it.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, kids.
Thank you.
And
Okay.
Berkeley's without you guys. No.
He just goes.
Burke's like, I'm done with this place. This sucks.
I mean, I
haven't
could
killed
do
anything
it.
in a
I'm
while."
really strong. I could carry 2 people at once now.
Wait, Ian, did you put glasses on Burke? I just realized this.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
He's
that's
had
so
goggles
funny.
on.
Yeah, I noticed. Oh, I just looked over. That's hysterical. Thank you.
It's very good.
God, this program's fun. All right, continue.
Burke, if I
Who's cast fly?
could get those back, by the way.
Of course.
Thank you. And the
Thank
sending
you.
stone, please.
Burke reaches into his maw and brings out the sending stone and plops it into your hand.
Ew, what's in your mouth?
Right. Thank
It's
you.
not
Thank
the
you. I'm
weirdest
glad
thing
they were of
Burke's-
assistance.
Save
All
some
right.
kids.
All right, plan is enlarge Burke, make him fly. Burke carries everybody over.
I don't think he needs to be enlarged. I think he can do it in a couple of trips instead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
what I
but
do.
for cool points, though.
If you want to for
Hey, if
cool
you want
points,
to.
it's your ability. You can
No,
burn it if you
I'll
want
go
to.
large just for some cool points.
Here's the problem. If there's like a wizard waiting at the wings to dispel that fly, we're all going to plummet to our deaths.
Well, this is
So-
why I'm casting See Invisibility when we can first see the bridge. It lasts for an hour period.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good news.
Good.
Shit, the bridge was there all along. Damn it.
All right, second invisible bridge.
Right.
Son of a
Not
bitch.
really a bottomless cavern. No.
Damn it.
Very Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And the Indiana Jones and the Crystal Bridge.
Yeah.
So it's a whole ass movie.
Oh. So
Not a good one.
once we get there, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And Burke goes large.
Burke
Yes,
go
sir.
large.
I will play a short little tune with muted strings that will turn Burke large, and then I will touch Burke after playing that. I know the crystal thing is destroyed. When I do that, I hit Burke, and you can now fly, and I will concentrate on you flying.
And just to confirm, you don't need concentration on both those spells when you cast the Bendori?
I didn't cast both of the Bandori. See Invisibility is a 1-action self, 1-hour duration.
Sorry,
Period.
the making him see things is you. The larging is the Burke. I'm mistaken.
Correct.
Yeah. We're good.
Correct.
Pretty sure see invisibility does not require concentration.
It does not.
It does
It's a
not.
1-hour period, which is
Love
why I
it.
usually
Yep.
do it and invisibility.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Great.
Uh,
Hi,
Burke will pick up Vesper and one of the kids first.
Okay.
Yep.
Move them over. The reasoning that Burke is figuring is that if something goes wrong and he needs to decide on one of them, the decision will be easy.
Goodbye, Vesper.
That's what she would want.
Mhm.
I'm legit looking for bogeys.
No,
Yep.
it also would probably be the other way around.
Oh,
and
I
then he
know.
does the same thing with next group, which will be Sir Star and a child.
Mhm.
And then he'll go back for Talon
And a child.
Astrid.
and a child.
Okay. I'm going to need.
And then he'll move a warg over to the other side so it doesn't eat the duck.
Wait, what? Oh, right. Thank you. That
You
old
have-
riddle.
A wheel of cheese, a mouse, and a cat.
You have to get him over the river. Perfect. Yeah. Give me an acrobatics. Give me 3 acrobatics rolls, please.
Sure.
I would like to assist with my role
Sure.
by doing the clinging because I'm very strong.
Because I am a koala.
Mhm.
And I will give you. Hold on a second. The remaining 3 bardic inspirations that I have each time you do it.
Great.
Okay. Yeah, this would be a bad time to fuck up.
Yeah.
Yes, it
All right,
would.
that is 18 on the first one.
Good.
Woo.
Second one was Star. 18 again.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Consistency. We like consistency.
And
Good for
then third one with Talon is 18 again. I rolled
No.
4
Yeah, you did.
and 14 again on the
Nice.
same 2 die.
That's
Holy
really
shit.
funny.
And fun.
Okay. Well, we have a dilemma here. We either succeed on all of them or fail on all of them. That's the problem here. No, you do. You works great. You're able to grab everybody, get them over the bridge. Each time you're not being quiet, so the bridge, The way I'm picturing it is as if you were creating a sonic boom behind you as the bridge just collapses under you. I mean, you're not going that fast, but it's as if you were a fast jet and doing cool things. But at around 60 feet around.
Making jet noises, but like with your mouth.
No, it's Talon. Burke definitely just has like the chibi wings on him, like the little baby angel wings.
Like
Oh,
Oh,
I can
Cupid
totally
wings.
prestidigitate that. No, minor
That's-
illusion that.
Minor illusion. There it is. Perfect.
No,
so
unless
cute
that's
and
concentration, then I don't do that.
I mean,
I don't
you really
think
should
it
do
is,
that.
no.
That's definitely the.
It's
the
not.
thing
It's
to
just a minute. Minor illusion.
do.
Cherub
Awesome.
wings.
Cherub
Little
wings.
wings on your boots.
Amazing.
Oh.
Okay. So you're able to get back. You have all 7 of you are beyond the collapsing bridge, and you approach the lever room.
Go back through the little stone passage we made.
Yep.
Do, and you hear a hissing coming from inside the room.
Hmm.
Step
as you
in.
approach.
I'm like piggybacking one of the
Not
kids.
everyone
I
goes
like
in.
go to step in and then immediately go to step back out. Like, oh no.
Yeah, you see a kind of thin green fog is coming out from the edge of the door. It's coming around you. As the room itself is all, let's drag you guys over to the edge. All of those little slits are now leaking this gross green shit.
Hmm. Hmm.
Should have brought that water, damn it.
We can jog through this in less than 3 minutes, no problem.
All I have to do is concentrate and not see you, and you can go fly back and get some water if you want.
Alan, do you have the wind gust spell? Did you have that?
don't.
Somebody had that at some point, I thought.
That
Zeus
may
had
have been
that.
Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus had that actually. He was using it to propulsion himself between platforms at one point, and it was dope as hell. Damn it. The corpses we saw earlier, did they look like they had been... They were like foaming at the mouth, like they'd breathed in an intoxicant, right? Not like it had touched them and
Yes.
acided them? Okay.
Yes. With your medicine roll of whatever it was, yeah, you can tell that.
I don't think it was mine. I think it was her stars, but Vesper will say it out loud and then get the confirmation. So it's possible that we could rip-roar our way through here quickly, holding our breath.
Maybe.
It's not
Or
that far, or...
if it's not going to take very long, and Burke, you don't breathe, right?
Nope.
You can just fly around in there and see what you can do for the remainder of this spell. While the rest of us wait
Yeah.
out here.
Hit the levers. Goggles,
Oh.
please.
Mhm.
And goggles slide back off. There you go.
Burke, Rocketeer.
Groovy.
Burketeer.
Snaps goggles on.
Groovy.
Uh,
Amazing.
Burke will go and try turning off the levers if that helps any.
Yeah, go for it. Which one are you
Pull
moving to first?
levers until the gas stops.
The closest one.
Okay, we're gonna shoo you over there. Move you over. Oop, that's the wrong button. All right, I'll move you over to here. You head over to this thing. You fly over. You're 50 feet off the wall. The levers are all in the same starting position. As you pull it, you hear a tick 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 tick, and then you hear a big thunk as from resounding from the entirety of the room itself, and the lever comes back up.
Does it seem like there's more poison in the room or less poison?
Same. Looks like whatever happened didn't do anything to the poison at the very least.
Cool. I'll go back and report that.
It ticked and nothing happened.
You probably have to pull a sequence of levers within the time limit before the ticking runs out.
And there's
Let's see.
black lines.
Mm-hmm. I didn't look at all of them because we didn't need to, so I don't know the puzzle solution, but the three that are the one that's closest to us, the one south of it, and then the first one that we saw, I think, those three all have lines connecting them. Whatever that might mean.
Try flicking those three.
Sure. Poison dissipates, though. Could we wait?
Theoretically, but the longer we're here, the more time we have to be discovered.
We've already been
Burke
here for
shrugs
hours.
and goes zooming around in the poison to try to find the, it was the combo of 3 that you guys had recommended?
It's
Yeah.
3 on the far left of the room.
Yeah, so the one you tried first, and then the 2 immediately south of those. Basically along the path that we walked.
In any order, or?
I have no idea.
Okay. I will try them in any order.
Okay. If it might make it easier, I can start labeling them so you can see which numbers to hit, if that helps.
I mean, it's a pretty
No.
simple process of elimination.
Sure.
If the one he's at is number 1, the one south of it is number 2, and then the one south of that is
Great.
number 3. You do
Perfect.
1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2,
Yep.
2, 1, 3. You know, like
Yeah, of course. I will give you this, Burke. So as you're doing that and zooming around, you have a movement of 60 feet?
90 with flying, I believe.
I don't think
Fly's 60.
flying
Isn't it?
increases. It's just a flat 60.
Yeah, flat 60 for fly.
Very good. Okay, so you go in there, you pull a lever, you move to the next lever, you pull that lever, and as you move to the third level, the lever, before you get there, you hear a and you hear the levers come back up, and the whole room reverberate with that thunk noise again.
Okay, what is this? 10, 20, 30, 40. I've got just enough rope. I'll put, I'll rope to I've got a little laser thing. I'll rope
Yeah.
these 2 together because they're about 50 feet apart.
Yep.
And then pull those and make a sprint for the third one.
Okay. All right, very good. So, all right, we'll say that if you give me a... Yeah, I like that. Do you have... Sounds like, almost like a craft check. It's not really... Give me...
It's just tying a rope, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But be able to tie in such a way that be able to then... Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. Like, I don't see the reason why I would unduly punish you for doing that. So yeah, you tie a rope between the 2 of them. We'll get you to about... Where's my laser pointer? There she is. About right here, and then between here and here is around 60 feet. So that should allow you to get access to all 3. Perfect. So you tie it between the 2 rope. You get about right here. You pull it down. You hear the tick, 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 tick. You race here. Hit this one. You pull the lever before it stops. Lever comes down. Tick, 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 tick. Dunk. Once again, they all come back up.
I go back to them. We wait.
That's fair.
the process of elimination would be a pain in the ass, and it would run probably longer than this fly spell lasts. And if you're only just getting there with twice your speed, unless all of us want to be drinking poison for the next 20 minutes, so we try to do process of elimination, then
Nah. We've already waited hours in here. We have them. And I like just kind of, fuzzle Astrid's hair a little bit and give her a little hug.
yeah.
Okay.
They'll be safe with us.
Fashion.
We'll be safe with them. We can take a short rest.
Yeah. I start fashioning like a paper fan out of like a piece of notebook paper and a stick,
That's very funny.
and see if I can like waft the poisoned gas.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it is particles in the air. You can absolutely move it. Definitely mess with it. No problems there. Okay. So you're just going to attempt to wait until the poison stops flowing?
Yep.
I mean,
Okay.
We'll wait
Bert-
an hour at least.
Yeah, Burke
So-
will still be walking around and seeing if there's like any so the poison's low hanging, right? It's not like going through the hole in the roof that we saw.
Correct. It seems to be Starting at the floor and then kind of building its way up a little bit. So it's maybe, 7-8 feet high
Oh.
in the
And
room
it's
at this
not
point.
naturally draining itself into the bridge space.
It definitely is wafting out the door, and then coming out of the room
How high is the ceiling?
about 30 feet.
But can you just fly us up over the poison?
Watch your heads.
Yeah. If it only rises to less than 10 feet and the ceiling's 30 feet high, like, you'll have to be quick about it, so take the kids mostly first, but...
Sure. Let me check which way's out. Wait, too many words.
I can tell you which way is out. Give you the directions. Right. Go all the way through until you can only go left again.
Let me scout, he'll say, and he'll go on ahead just to make sure that this isn't where we're getting ambushed so he doesn't show up with a armload of children.
Before he makes the trip alone, though, Star says, but wait, if you're gonna go, then you might as well take me with you."
Burke offers his arms in the bridal carry stance.
Star hops up into his arms and drapes an arm over his shoulder.
So heckin' cute.
Still flying?
As a player, this is everything I ever wanted.
Excellent.
Yep. And I'll fly out to the entrance to see if it is clear.
So this
Excellent.
is especially great, Vesper says as they zoom off, because if the fly spell runs out, then you can still levitate and Burke can pull somebody else along like a balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
20
what?
feet above. So
my
levitate,
God.
you can control
Yep.
going up and down, but you
Yep.
can't control your horizontal movement. So
That's
you
correct.
just tie a rope around Vesper's ankle. Vesper lets everybody koala onto her. And then
That is
Burke
everything
walks
that I
along
want.
the bottom.
Just amazing. Burke not breathing has just been the absolute hero of this session.
Yes.
He literally would not have been able to get the kids out if he didn't. So yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
Perfect. All right, so you're able to head along here, lasering over to this area right here, and what you notice is that it appears to be clear, though the poison seems to be kind of billowing, like not going through this entrance right here. It seems to be stopped, right, like by a barrier. It cannot go past, even though there's nothing you can see that is stopping it. If you can see my laser pointer.
Well, that's weird.
Right there. Laser pointer.
Want to touch it?
Does Sir Star's aura do anything to the surrounding air?
Nope, it does not.
Okay.
This is just a normal old-fashioned contact or inhalation poison. None of that weird shit you had dealt with last time. Thank God, something easy.
Burke flies over close enough to the barrier so that Star can touch it.
Let me go grab Star. Come on, Star.
Pokes it with a sword.
It comes across a solid barrier.
Search for a way to make it not be solid.
Give me a perception check, please.
That is good.
Good. I like good.
That is 26 good.
Oh, hell yeah. That will just do it. What you do notice, at the base of this barrier, you see those same, like, black, like, metal lines heading towards the, heading back towards the levers.
Like how many?
7.
Burke, we may need to hit all of the levers to get through this door.
Fuck.
I hope it's just time-based and not an order. I could at least hold my breath long enough to get this first switch.
Burke will bring you back to the others again.
We.
Got him. They zoomies. Okay.
There's a wall.
Of course there is.
Seems to be connected to all of the switches.
You think we have to flip them all?
Hopefully, we just need to hit all of them in a short enough amount of time, and not in order.
Isn't one of them on the roof?
Well, yes, but at least Burke can get to that one.
And one of them's 15 feet up.
I can
So
probably
Burke's
climb
gonna have to get the
15
two of them.
feet.
Well, you might drop someone off on that one, and I might be able to. I think I can hold my breath long enough to hit the one by the door we came in.
I can also hold my breath a decent amount of time.
You'd think as a singer I'd be able to, but I just, you know,
Well, it shouldn't need to be that long, right? If you can hold your breath for a minute, you can probably get most of them,
I can do that at least.
most of the way. Yeah, yeah.
Or I can just hit a note for a minute.
Peercy, we lost the map. It's back.
Yeah.
Burke may be able to fly around and hit 4 if we can hit the other 3.
He could only hit 3. I can probably hit 2, but it'll be like a burst of speed. I won't be able to do it again. So we need to like confirm that that's the right thing to do and not that they need to go in a certain order. But there's a couple, the roof one and the stalagmite one sort of to the eastern side are pretty close together, so... And somebody can definitely hit these 2 in the front, probably.
I can hit 2 of the switches.
So if we want...
First 2 we walked by.
Hold on, I have to...
I think
Player is measuring something, Vesper is thinking.
30.1 feet. I'll call it 30 feet.
Yeah.
Those two.
these should be the same
So-
people. These should be the same person. These should be
Exactly.
the same person. That should be one person.
I agree. So Burke, if you want to hit the roof and the one on the stalagmite. So Burke would hit the up of those 2. Star, you think you have the best chance of climbing if you get dropped off?
Yes.
Okay. Then you can hit those 2. I can hit these 2, and then Talon, you'll only need to hit this one down here.
Okay.
Burke
So-
still has a rope on the 2 that are here.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
I guess you could hit those at the same time.
Yep.
That
Wait a
way
minute.
somebody can stay with... Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I have rope too, and Burke, if we go quickly, we got very little of this fly spell left. But if you tie
Probably.
some more, and it might even be gone. I don't know. If you tie these 2 together, then that's one chain. Or these 2. Either way, you don't need to breathe.
And be
If
tricky
we all,
to the orientation of the one on the roof.
Yep.
that's true, but if we have enough rope, at least the 2 over here could be tied together, so it's one pole instead of 2 poles.
Okay.
And I just pull out my
So-
rope and go. Does that sound like a good plan?
Sure.
Yeah. So why don't these 2 already tied together? We could still keep the same. We still need 4 people and 4 orientations, though,
Agreed.
I think.
Agreed.
So why don't we just...
Burke goes and ties the things without sitting
Yeah.
to listen to any more conversation.
Yeah.
And
we'll
then
do-
goes and positions
tie these
himself
2.
at the roof and says, "Ready when you are." Nope, too many
That's
words.
4,
Fuck.
that's 4.
Oh my god, I need to
Ready
drink-
for you.
I need to get
dropped
out of
me.
the maybe have COVID brain fog.
Oh, no.
He dropped the star off on the way.
Ready for y'all.
Vesper's gonna turn to the... I do not want to leave these children alone. Hold on. Instead of being where Sir Star is, instead of being up on the pole, Sir Star, can you be down to the one that's south of that and then dash to the one down there so Talon can stay with the kids. Can you make that?
I can make that.
Okay.
Thank you, rogue levels.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
That way we don't leave them unattended in case somebody decides now's the time to make the move.
I
And
mean,
I can
it
see
would be
if
a great time,
anyone's
wouldn't it?
Going to sneak up on them. Or at least
Yeah,
if they're invisible.
Right. But we know this person that had them was a sneaky type, so
Yeah.
keep your wits about you. All right. I'm gonna take a deep breath and I'm gonna jog over here.
Great. All right, since everybody's in position, y'all are going to be doing it within a single round. Excellent. I would need an athletics or acrobatics check from all of you, please. Any of you that's trying to do more than one. So from Vesper, Burke, and Sir Star, please.
You accept athletics, you said?
I do.
Plus 14 it is.
I don't. Just kidding. I lied.
Well, I rolled a 5, so I actually needed it.
Excellent.
We didn't take that short rest, did we?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
No.
Yep, making sure.
You sat around long enough to do one.
Well, Burke's flight, we didn't want to waste it, so we
Yeah.
just kept going.
Oh no, I
17.
meant earlier.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you could have had a short rest while you were waiting for
While
Burke. You guys are
were
playing
waiting
cards.
for Burke.
There was plenty of time that
yeah.
that was a short rest.
It
100%.
didn't matter then. to me.
Got it.
All right, Burks, what's your roll?
17.
Thank you. Vesper is 19, and Sir Star?
Also a 19.
Excellent.
Nice.
All right, you guys are able to as you're able to hit these levers, you hear the tick, 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 tick. As you all run to be able to do that, you get to the next one, you pull the levers, and you hear the thunk, thunk, and the hissing that has been consistent stops. And the poison begins to dissipate as it begins to settle.
Take my little fan out. Just
Yep.
wave it away from my face.
Exactly.
All right. Give it
And
5 minutes to dissipate. Jog back over to the kiddos.
Yep.
Whatever. Once all the green is gone. Take
Perfect.
him over.
you got the kids, you got yourselves. The invisible barrier has disappeared as well. And you are free to exit.
Get me out of here.
Yeah. You guys get out of here. You take your charges, your rewards, to the wolves. And it appears...
Let them snug the warm doggos.
Yes, the snuggle the warm doggos. And it appears you guys are not being accosted. No one's attacked you.
Yet.
You said it, not me.
I am back.
Good. You guys are out of the cavern, or out of this cavern, back to the wolves, and are able to head out to the entrance of the cave.
What time is it?
At this point, it's currently about 4:30 in the afternoon. I've been
It's
slowly
gotta be
marking
later
out time.
than that.
No, it's not actually. The longest time was the half hours that Burke doing his thing, and then a couple of 15 minutes his way here and there. It's only a half an hour, and for the most part, you guys are pretty quick. I've been actually updating time as things have been happening the whole time.
Sure.
So you still have an hour of daylight left.
Yeah, baby. Let's get the fuck out of here as fast as the wolves can carry us for as long as the wolves can do it.
Sure.
Then we
Right.
can slow down.
And I have
Okay.
see invisibility for as long as it lasts.
Totally. You guys get on your mounts and you can start heading back. You leave the mountains behind you and are able to just book it as long as there's still daylight. As the light begins to dim, you're going to have to slow down to risk harming your animals. But while there's still light in the sky for the next hour, you can definitely do a forced march.
Wolfies have excellent dark vision.
Yes, but does the horse?
Does the what?
Your
What?
your steed. Your steed.
Does the horse? That's what you
Horse.
said.
Yes.
The horse named Shadow that's made out of darkness. Can it see in the dark?
See in the dark? I
a
think
good
he
question.
can't. That's my hate. That's what I hate about this.
That's the thing. He definitely
Put the
can't
goggles on him.
see in the
Put
dark.
the goggles on him.
I was thinking it. So Star can see in the
It's the
dark
most
though,
ridiculous thing.
and they
He's an
ride with
intelligent
such a
animal.
bond that
Put the
like
damn goggles on
I
him.
don't think there's really an issue there. He's not a normal horse.
He has an intelligence of 6. That's as much as most barbarians.
Like,
Amazing.
It's fair.
I think he's actually fine.
That's really mean against barbarians. Also, as you guys exit the cave, you do. Nathaniel, roll me a perception check, would you?
That is a 19. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that is a 19.
You see, fluttering in the late afternoon breeze, a bone white piece of fine parchment that has been tacked to a tree near the entrance of the cave.
Kind of looks around for traps and then goes over and takes a look at it.
In a ornate, flowing hand, there's 2 words written in a script so exact you don't think a mortal could write it. It just says, "Come home."
Yeah, he pulls his dagger out, the dagger of farmer's might, and he just stabs it into the tree through the center of that note, igniting that area in flames.
Okay.
And he walks back over to the group.
Yeah, right.
This may have been a test, and it may have been an opportunistic attempt at capturing me, as well as the small children.
A win-win.
I believe we have been watched, and
Of course.
the note says to come home.
Oh, we'll go there, all right.
Gross.
Oh, I know. Eventually.
Hmm.
He'll be expecting us.
Undoubtedly. But will he be prepared for us?
We'll see. We should get moving.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Yeah.
And honestly, I think that's a fabulous place to stop tonight.
Yeah.
Can we at least get back to Rosebark? Like, I want to go home.
No,
Damn it.
still got to
We've
spring
got-
the trap next
We've
episode.
got stuff to do. So,
Right.
I was
Yep.
trying to have downtime.
Amazing. Well, I'm sure we'll do that for the top of the next session. Get you back to Rosebark.
It's not what I asked.
I'm aware. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight, players and mortals and monsters alike. Hope you guys had a bunch of fun. Just a reminder, we stream bi-weekly here on Twitch. And by the way, that is every other week, not twice a week. Though
Which it also means,
it
unfortunately.
means the same thing, because English is the best language.
Totally.
That specificity is not required. Thank you, language, you dingbat. Also, you can once again find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, as well as our website and Discord. You can find all of those cool little links in the description, as well as underneath me in my QR code. But before you go, we do need your help. Our lovely players have been awesome, clever, creative, wonderful, and super dope. And one of them is going to be awarded tonight a Destiny Point. What is a Destiny Point, you might ask? You might, because I can't hear you, so I'm going to tell you anyways. It is an additional resource that we use in our homebrew games that allows players to do things that most people couldn't. So that actually doesn't go for another 10 minutes, so I'll actually post that a little bit earlier. So as soon as this stream ends, you can go check us out on Patreon. You do not need to pay us money to take a part of the poll. Anybody can do that. But if you want to pay us money, we won't say no. Speaking of which, we'd like to say thank you to our lovely patron. Yes, patron, we love you, patron. Jackie. Jackie, thank you so much.
Woo, Jackie.
We appreciate it. She was our first fan and our first patron, and it's super awesome to have watching this thing become more real as we do more and more things professional-ish. But I had a heck of a cool time hanging out, heck of a fun, cool time hanging out with all you friends, and we look forward to seeing you next time. If you go hop over to Patreon, that poll will be up in the next 2 minutes, and we'll see you next time. So thank you so much, and bye-bye. We'll see you. Oh, and I have something for this. But until then, keep your eyes wide and your quills sharp. See you next time, mortals and monsters, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Who won
which
the
will
last
be...
one?
What's up?
Who got the last one?
Who got the last one? I think it was... I think I told you last time, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. I know Nathaniel got one from a special time for our special in-between episode that we got. And our last
How will we
one...
know if they didn't vote till after the episode?
Right. Thank
That
you.
is a good flippin' point.
Yeah.
So if I check right now, our last one was Talon. Talon, you received the Destiny point.
Much heart, thank you for those who voted.
Oh God! Oh, it's amazing. All right, perfect. So feel free to vote on Patreon. That'll be up in the next minute or two, and you'll have an opportunity to see who gets Destiny point this session. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.